where we have this. Where we have the usual start, where I remind everybody that nothing that's said on the show should be taken as investment advice. Anything that's said on the show is from people who are either listening in, just like you, or watching and joining, or people who are on the show, like myself, Danai, or Shay, or anybody else who sends a speaking request. Don't embarrass anything just because we talk about it. Nothing I said on the show should be taken as advice. Danai is the only licensed investment advisor on the show. And even then, he's not giving investment advice. All right. So, having said all of that, welcome to this week's Brick Talk Money Football. Inspired, of course, by the World Cup and uh, a lot of time in primary school and high school wasted, and also by was it NCB?
I think NCB, yeah.
Yeah, NCB did their cap markets did yeah, the usual weekly marketing, what market overview or review or whatever, and in it they had a nice little image that kind of got us talking in the group, and I guess they got a bunch of groups talking. They had a different one though, right? So they had a big image of that a full football team, and from their full football team, let me see if I can just get a quick image of it. From their full football team, just to give you an idea what it was, their full team had uh their full team had 11 players, and it had all of their picks as they saw it, right? So they call it their JC's World Cup starting 11. So those of you who are watching can see it, and it have a bunch of it on it. No, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd pick the same 11 that they picked. But that is the whole point of the episode, right? What's the side that you would pick? What would you pick for your team? I've decided to make it a lot simpler than 11. I hear how Dana and Shay feel about that at the moment, but I brought it down to just 5. So 5 aside. Could have make it 6 aside to, but
scrimmage, you know?
Yeah, 5 aside I think is easier. And so yeah, what would your picks be? What would your 5 stocks be? So we'll definitely, this is an episode where we want you to join in and talk to us, tell us, hear your thoughts. And of course, as usual, we're not limited to just the stated topic. I mean, there's a whole heap happening on the market that I'm sure that you'll want to hear from us on. And so, yeah, anybody who joins and asks or has any topic, there's buyouts happening, there's listings happening, there's a lot of movement. And as usual, there's always stuff that happened in the past and indications of stuff that happened in the future. So, welcome to Brick Talk. That's a hell of an intro. And I'm handing over now to hear from Danai and Shay. And of course, from you guys, as I said, so anybody who comes on and wants to come on and tell us what their 5 aside is. Last week I tried to give a price, but it's difficult to do all of these things and also handle the price giving business and pay attention to it. So I don't know, anybody who come on with like the right 5, I'll throw in a discount. I'll do one discount you can choose. Either a discount to My Money J and a discount to Grow. I don't know if Dan or Shay want to throw a discount in there too. We have more than 2 winners. So yeah, that's the idea. Which 5 stocks would you guys pick? What's your 5? And before all that, how you guys doing? How you doing, Shay? How you doing, Danai?
Yeah,
Doing all right.
quite a week. Very interesting. It had some highlight points, you know, some standout points this week.
Yeah, what were the standout points?
Yeah, I'll say one. Scotia. Scotia to looking to come off the public markets, be private, get bought out by the current existing shareholders.
Major news, and that just dropped today, this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Scotia exiting the market after almost
the dividend
50 years.
Dividend crowd weeps.
Not almost, geez, almost 80 years, if not 80 years.
No. Wow.
Sorry, I don't know if you got Shay, you heard that a while ago. Or was it just me that it went choppy for?
I think I got all.
Okay, I'm hearing Shay.
Okay.
I think he only said I think he only said. I think I got all he said.
All right.
Uh, All right. No, I mean, I think I heard him just now again. I don't know. It might have just been my sound that went weird for a moment. But yeah, Dana, you said, Scotia leaving the market. That is a big point. That's a major point. Yeah, that is a major point. I think it's 80 years, or either 80 or 79 years. I mean, they're not really gone yet. So if they finish off this years, I think counting from six. Well, I'll actually look it up. Or 60 years. I mean, they've been in Jamaica for 8 years. So I think they've been listed for 60 years. 67.
Damn.
Yeah. Wow. So I mean, what do you think? What do you think about it? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's very thing. One, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that's just on the market. That one, a lot of people will get that cash and need something to do with it. And that's probably
Mm-hmm.
my first thought there. And it's a kind of company. It's one of the staple stocks, very attractive to a lot of investors. Big name, good dividends. A lot of it's a lot of the right notes for a lot of people. Yeah, a strong institutional investor base. A lot of the
Yeah.
banks own Scotia. So
Yeah.
it will be. Where will that money go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, shit.
to be honest, before that opportunity, is that how can I get something out of this from just the thing, not necessarily the knock-on effects?
Same.
Just we can make some money also.
Where's the money
Can
going
this
to go?
Well,
can I do
there's
something here?
that's one of the beauties of Brick Thought that we get to delve into that. So, share what you think about it. What do you think of it?
Oh, that was my first thought. That's a lot of money. That's going to be free. Where is it going to go?
That's also maybe a
What looks good? What's going to look good to the people who currently think this looks good?
okay. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm always thinking about the listener, always thinking about the viewer, always thinking about the people who are into it or hearing us. I don't know how much people
Oh,
know.
that's 100% why.
Yeah,
Because
but meaning,
if I
sorry, I mean,
get
I just
there
going from the start
before
because I don't
they get
much.
there.
I get it. Okay. So I mean, I
Yeah.
was thinking step one because I don't think a lot of people
Hmm.
know. I think we're discounting all level
I
of
think so
knowledge
too.
too
Yeah,
and
yeah.
following up. Yeah.
Okay,
So in
yeah, yeah,
case,
yeah. That's
yeah.
true.
So just in case anybody don't know, so Scotia announced what we're talking about is Scotia announcing today that this morning that they're intending to go private. Very, very. I think that is. I mean, surprising to me. I'm hoping that surprising to me. But yeah, they intend to go private, meaning coming off the stock market, and they are being bought up by their majority shareholder, the number one shareholder, who is Scotia Caribbean. I think the ultimate owner is Scotia Canada, but Scotia Caribbean is the number one shareholder. They own 71.78% of the company currently. Uh, what other big points are there from that? They've been listed 100 and not listed. They've been listed since as a 67, but they've been in Jamaica nearly 137 years. That is wild. That's what 1889 or 1890.
Wow.
So
That's a
is that
long time.
exactly right? It's very close to slavery. Very, very close to slavery. Um, but not in slavery, but very close to it.
Yep.
137. And yeah, they're I should be clear that them saying that they're delisting or intending to go private which is delisting. That's what it is. They're delisting. So they're coming off the stock market. Doesn't mean that Scotia is leaving. It
Are
just
gonna,
means that Scotia is leaving.
no longer tradable.
Exactly, won't be tradable. No,
Going to a point, yeah.
yeah. No, it's not an overnight thing. You have to You
What the
can't.
process?
Well, yeah, there's a whole process. There's a few processes, and just from my glancing at the notice today, glancing through the notice today, they're doing something similar. I don't say they're doing something similar to Sagicor because they're not. Sagicor is not doing this, but they are. Some parts of it are similar. So like the Caribbean companies is buying them. Although I don't know that Scotia Caribbean has a presence anywhere else in the Caribbean anymore. Do they? I mean, I might be talking out my ass. That might not
Scotia
make sense.
Caribbean.
Does Scotia have a presence anywhere else anymore?
Trinidad.
They're still in Trinidad. They're in Jamaica.
Yeah,
Are they
this is.
anywhere else in the Caribbean?
No, I'm unconfirmed.
I don't know.
They're
Like,
still in Barbados, huh? As far as I know. But again, I know the other two. I don't know no.
okay,
Barbados. I
yeah.
haven't checked anything
So
there
maybe
for a while.
that's rubbish on my part. But what's important is that the Scotia Caribbean, the largest shareholder, is stating now that intend to take the company private, so it comes off the market. Massive deal. I hear that said just in terms of how you can understand how massive a deal it is, and why Shay and I and myself have been, immediately jump into the next step. I mean, you can't stop it. That's the truth, right? You can't stop it. They want to no longer be listed. They don't have to be listed. It raises a bunch of questions from the beginner, like type questions to, oh, well, what if I'm a shareholder and I don't sell, right? To the more ripple questions of what's going to be the impact of this. And the impact is actually massive. This is the biggest company on our market right now. Yeah, by in terms of valuation, Scotia is the largest company on the JSC. You look at my money J on the overview page here, everybody can see. If you unless something changed today, and I don't think anything changed today. Yeah, Scotia it's almost 10% of the entire market, 9.3%. 10% of the main market is delisting. That's a massive, massive, massive deal. Like I can't overstate how big a deal that is. And what they
10%.
did. Sorry, go again, Shay.
I was just saying that 10% is a large chunk to just lose, like, well, not lose, but yeah, just gone.
No, 100 odd stocks, and this one is 10%.
That's
So
definitely
just
my.
Yep.
think of how much other stocks fit into that one stock. Already gone again. Yeah, it's a big chunk of the market, a lot of money that's committed to being in the market now, saying, all right, what next? And then that just think of what,
where do we go from here?
just like from a redistribution perspective, if it is redistributed, that's 10% going into the other 9, into the other 90. That is something. The market, if you think of it this way, because it's not necessarily, it doesn't work this way specifically, because if the money, any other money comes back, then money comes back, right? But that's saying, imagine the 9, the market. If you were to remove Scotia, the market is 90% of what it used to be if Scotia is removed from the market, right? So yeah, it is quite interesting.
Yeah, I like the way you put it before, though. Money that wants to be in the market.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
Because that part is important.
Yeah, sorry, no, I wasn't hearing you, but I am back now. I'm hearing you again. Sorry about that. Yeah, so from once you guys started, I couldn't hear anything from maybe 2 minutes ago. So. Yeah, or the impact of it. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I won't belabor that point too much. It's exactly that. The larger shareholder who controls it, Scotia Caribbean, is this larger Scotia group, has decided they don't want it to be listed on the JSE anymore, and so they're delisting it. And the part that we haven't mentioned yet is that the purchase price, their offer price, is $61.50 per share. Right. So $61.50 per share, and they said that they justify that price because it is approximately 13% above. It's a 13% premium, which is fancy talk for above. It's a 13% premium against the 30-day trading volume weighted average trading price, respectively, and up to June 11th. So yeah, what we saw as soon as the announcement came up, because the announcement did come out this morning before trading started, and we immediately saw the price spike. So it closed yesterday at $54.21, and it ended today at $58.43. So it jumped 78, not 78, 7.78% today, just on the back end of the news. And of course, I think, did they put out results also? Also results are today, and they also had a dividend consideration meeting today, and they declared a dividend today. So that's the bare bones of what's happening. They're going private. It's not going to be overnight, but them saying this is not, I'm sure this has been long coming, long in the making. And so them deciding now to do it is this beginning of the end of Scotia Jamaica being listed on the stock market. And yeah, $61.50 is the price that they're offering to buy it at. And it traded today as high as, let us see, 60. No, it traded today as high as 60 and 1 cent, or 60, no, $61. Sorry, yeah. 61, yeah. So not close to the 50, but traded up as high as 61. And then it traded down a bit. I mean, up to the end of the day, 3 minutes before the market closed, it was trading as $59.63. So I part of as kind of slow down than I and shares, because I know that we tend to be way ahead of most people on the market, and we if you use my money GA, you're in touch. It's news. Everybody knows. Right? I'm here about it or whatever, but understanding what it means matters. And I'm mentioning that now because I'm sure some people moved quickly to buy a little bit, because hey, I am actually surprised that it didn't close today at 61.50, and it didn't fly all the way up to 61.50 and just kept going, or not kept going, or at least up to 61.50 immediately, and stay there. Why am I surprised that it didn't do that? I thought, I mean, the notice came out pre-market, pre-trading, so people would have heard, the entire trading day to have it happen. I didn't actually look at the whole trading day, but it didn't even hit the breaker, so it didn't even halt. But yeah, the breaker is kind of far up, but true, true. But I guess. Mhm. Yeah, I should say, like, if it had hit the breaker at 60, no, not the breaker, but if it had traded up to 61.50 today, I wouldn't have been surprised, right? Yeah, I wouldn't even have been surprised if it traded ahead of 61.50. And that might still happen. But re- say that again, did I? I actually did. Yeah, yeah, I actually did. Yeah, it's boy, I don't know. Like I wonder what it means. I don't know. It's all very sudden, so I hold my thoughts. I said, like, I don't know if I'm just really fast. And granted, as working the whole day and in front of the computer, so but it's not like I even bought it like at any wild time, right? It's kind of well, maybe it is a wild time because it is, I think, closer to the end of the days when I bought it. Just looking at to make sure that I have my actual ducks in a row and I'm telling you guys rubbish. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought it later in the day. Bought it later in the day. I bought it 3 times actually. Yeah. Um, but it's not like that is like it's at the price that it was at yesterday, right? Not that that was even a big, a massive gap, but 7% is nice, and again, with the buyout opportunity there. I don't know. I think maybe I just for some reason I just thinking that there'd be a bigger reaction, but also it might be, is it telling of where the market is in terms of the retail or the more active people? In what way? I mean, if you saying that it matters, so mhm, that's what I thought you meant actually, Shay. That's what I thought you meant. Right? Yeah. That it's that they're close, 6150 and 50 odd to mm. Well, mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it kinda it also it screw up a bunch of people. It screw up a bunch of yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, he screw up a bunch of people, which is, I guess, a good breach into where you guys were now. Cause like, I think about a couple of people I know, I'll call about the name, but I know a couple of people who like, them really like the Scotia for the dividends and blah, 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 and, them holding till 100 or 80 odd or whatever, like, no, there's no 80 odd coming. Uh, well, that might be true. Well, I get maybe you say not in the space, and it just came out today, so who knows? Also, maybe a lot of the insiders weren't as inside to this one. I don't know. Um, I don't. I shouldn't say who cares. I don't care, but I do. Like I'm now really thinking about those people who have been DCing them thing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. I mean, it's not the worst play out there. Not the worst play out there. But I don't know. You mentioned the 80, and I know a lot of people who are holding out for the $80 and $80, and they also want the dividends. And them want the long dividends or the if you, mhm. But I think yeah, but I think one I think they gave the price for that reason actually. They gave the price for that reason. Um you're telling it's so telling like it's maybe no, no, it's not a strong word if it's applicable. Like suppress is not even a bad thing. It's like, yo, maybe I don't want not that it matters, right? If the offer price is 61.50, offer price is 61.50. Uh I think from the perspective of people who would care. Let's say if we hadn't said it, what the price is, but we spoke about the intention, it definitely it would probably go to 100. Um yeah, it would probably go to 100 if we never said it. And then when we come and we tell you that the price is 61.50, you're going to be disappointed. Why do I care? Why do I care that you're going to be disappointed? They don't want what? Mhm, mhm, mm, mhm. But, true. But granted, I don't know if you're lowballing. I don't know if you're lowballing because obviously they control the price for a little while and the controls were there. But it's I think maybe again it is our expectations or maybe our unsaid expectations because nobody true, true, true. I mean you don't have to take it. There is that option. Yeah. There is that option. You don't have to take it. Uh hmm. But also, we almost sounded disappointed. So, like, I hear, but you sounded disappointed. Shay sounded disappointed. But I mean, this 13% is not. Yeah, but you sound disappointed at like. Yeah. Yeah, thinking about it to yeah, it might is for like it might be like for price control purposes because again, think of the one so were two things. One, they're not buying I shouldn't say they're not, because they are. They're offering to buy out the thing. But it's not like we're doing a buyout. It's we're privatizing the thing. So yeah, I love it or I hate it. Yeah. Yeah. You don't even have to sell me. You don't have to sell me any. I'm delisting. No, no, notice, yeah, we're the ones focusing on the price. Yeah, there's no rules. We're just mhm. It's so powerful. Extremely powerful. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. E exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yo, I didn't have to do the buyout. I didn't have to do the buy I didn't have to do the buyout. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you think about all that, but you tell me the sun was hot, so ye yeah. Yeah, yeah, for because even with the conversation around the price and everything, what I kept thinking about was why what would have happened if they hadn't the entire this entire situation would be different if they simply never said the price. No, no, if they never said the price, it would go to 100. There's no question. And so while you guys were talking, and I'm thinking about that was in second order thinking along the lines and why would I not want that? Why would I not care? Well, if you, I know how to justify it, and they actually tell you how to justify it here, justify it, which is the 13% premium, right? Um, and then if I don't tell you the price, when I do, when I am ready to come with my whatever premium, you guys are gonna screw up my average. So let's say they told us the price. Let's say they told us this, and then they told us the price at the end of how many months? I would even go months. I'd go weeks. I wouldn't even go months. Yeah, if this notice came out this morning before trading and did not have a price in there, you know what the conversation would be? We would have the same the wizard's first rule, like you said, we would go along the same lines because we immediately make the assumption, right? And if you're sharp, you have my money GA, you go, you click on shareholders and you check how much them own. Oh, the lead shareholder have 71 to not go buy, and you work out how much that is, right? You work out how much money that is that they'd have to buy, which is that a couple billion, well, few billions, right? I don't know if they hit 10 billion with that yet, but whatever, because what you do is you count the 8 point, let's say 8.8.2 that they'd have to buy to hit the 80%. Because you tell yourself that and you assume it and then you think about the price. And if it's just 2 weeks, even just 2 weeks, it wouldn't take 2 weeks to go to $100. It would go to $100 by Monday morning. Right, Tuesday be up if they didn't say anything. And then now you're screwing up my whole average price, right? You're screwing up but the entirety of my average price so that I can't come to you with 61.50 and say, oh, it's justified. I mean, I can, but it don't sound quite as good to say, oh, it is, it's the exactly over the last, you look at the last 3 months, the volume weighted average price over the last, is it 30 days? Yeah, 30 trading days. I don't know if that's 30 days or 30 trading days. But yeah, it would sound weird because your average is going to get screwed. I mean, today alone pulled the average up from 54, from 53 to 54.97. Monday, when it like 100, that would screw it up even more. And then I have to pay more. But I cut all of that immediately if I just say it is what it is. And you, meaning we, are the ones pushing ourselves down the, oh, is it good or whatever. Yeah, wow. I could have an entire episode about the why to and what it indicates, and the fact that it's the biggest listing on our market that's delisting. I like what it indicates for. Like the buyout price, 61.50. That's well, they will, right? Yeah, because if it's gone by the end of the year, yeah. Yep. Which also has implications. What does that mean for JSC? What does that mean for like so many things? 61.50 and the EPS of 667. Yo. So they're buying it at a PE of like 9.2 times. I'm only mentioning that because I'm almost 100% sure that NCB's PE is even lower. So like the people who would think, like I admit 7, and I didn't want to say NCB's ripe for the takeover. It's ultra ripe for a takeover. They could, I mean, they can't really take it over unless the lead shareholder sells NCB, that is. But at a low PE, it's another point that I don't know if I've even made it on here. But how attractive just a buy it is in other circles. This is private equity margins, not ratios. Oh, we'll buy it at 7 times profit. Oh, if it was listed, then you'd have to buy it at 10 or 20 times profit or whatever. But if you're doing VC stuff, you can buy it at 5, 6, 7 times, whatever. NCB is trading at 7 times its profit. Sorry, I am now going down a different road in my mind. Wow. Yeah. 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 Even how they worded the statement that they put out. Reaffirms commitment to Jamaica with, because CIBC is leaving and lots of entities are leaving the region. And also companies are like football teams, clubs. I say them lie. right up to the moment when them buy the baller, the club and the baller said, oh, we're not in talks, we're not doing anything. Then 30 minutes later, he has signed. So they reaffirm the commitment to Jamaica as they move towards privatizing, not as they move for a buyout or anything. We're just going private. Wow. Well, I mean, closer to the fun part. Uh, closer to the fun part then, in terms of, closer to the fun part in terms of the impact, the early impact or the late impact. I know we don't know, but what do you think? And Shay, what do you think is going to be some of the early impacts then?
Where my DC will go now? Is anybody else choosing Scotia? No, let's have an. It's just redirect, so it's another option. It's where do I go
Mm-hmm.
instead? All right,
Yeah.
and then there's a pick. It's it's anybody know that say, all right, I don't want to be private with you, or anybody that say I can't be private with you. That's a big thing, right? So any money that can't read or sit in a private institution, it has to be a piece of my money has to be on listed, and that is a big chunk of my money. So it's I call somebody that's okay being private to buy it out, or I'll sell to these guys and look for somewhere else to put that money in public because the money was public before. So yeah, this is not bad for the rest of them. I don't think this is for me and where I am in the market, not bad at all.
No, I don't think bad. That's
I
why when I
I,
was
I, don't, I, don't,
like,
I don't I don't think
money
you
is
think that
going
shit.
to
Let's
it's
be
going
clear.
to be gone. I'm like, but no, it's not going to be gone. It's just going to be
Yeah,
redirected.
yeah.
That's why I
But
like the part you said about money that wants to be in the market.
yeah, yeah. That's
Very
exactly what I mean.
important
It's
point.
if you look at if you look at social shareholder basis, there's some money, there's a lot of money that wants to be in the market. I wouldn't do this if my money was in Scotia. It's all right. Where it's I'm planning my exit now. If I can get better than the 6150, then I'm just taking the 6150, right? Because I am like dividends, but that's not being private. A different beast.
How is this similar or different from the key thing on
What
GK?
what's the key thing? Is not different. It's pretty similar.
It's not. It's very similar. But
Yeah.
then I would say the difference would be G. Yeah, that you win now.
No, me win, them win. I not getting a dime. Well, I will
Yeah,
get some dimes out of
but
it.
you know what? Sure. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean, right? It's like this. GK said, I want own as much as key as I can. These guys are saying, own my own still. I buy
Yeah.
XYZ from XYZ price, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. And hey, it's not just the institutionals, although it is heavily institutionals. I saw they shared the Berry tweet about saying pretty much the same thing, that there's gonna be a lot of this institutional money has to go
Has to go
elsewhere.
somewhere
Yeah,
in the
have to go
market. Yeah.
elsewhere. Yeah, man. Um and
What
it's
are the rules, I guess, around how the pensions have to be allocated?
Uh,
Um,
mhm. It's funny
so
because I thought I knew we would have to say this when I started looking there. Go through shit.
yeah, I was just wondering. I
Mhm.
don't know. I figure there are rules, but I don't know
I would say you know
what.
more than most. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't know out of my head anymore. But they have concentration rules. So they a certain amount of the money have to be in public in the public market. They can't easily just invest in private corporate. It's I have a billions of my money in the public market, and then I would have to sit down and watch that billions of those dollars be classified in a different part of the portfolio under private entities. And I can't have more than X amount billion sitting in that classification. So I need to move the money out to go somewhere else. Then they have
I have to
I
move
can't
money
have
out.
I can't have all the money sitting in one company. So I have to buy Scotia and Transamerica and NCB and whatever.
Mhm.
This is just one piece of that money. If say no, you have 10 stocks, like say you have 10 stocks because you have to have 10% of your money that are in stocks. It
Mhm.
can't be in one thing. So yeah, you put
Yeah.
at the limit of all of those things. No, you have 9 stocks, and you have to say, all right, I can't put I'm if all those stocks are over the 9, all those stocks are over the 10 no, because 10% of my stock money, my money that is in stocks, 10% is more than 10% of that money in each of those stocks now. So I forget this cash and I have to
Mhm.
do something with it, for another stock, or spread it in the right way, so that thing there. So this money has to go to this is money that has to be spent in the market. So some of that money has to be spent in the market. Yeah. They have really concentrated remits. They can have too much of the same thing in one currency. They can have too much of the same thing outside of one currency. Better not say that. So they can have too much of the same thing in USD. They have a good amount of it in JMD. They can have too much things in one investment. They can have too much things in, say, one company across. So they have a good amount of concentration of a balance across. So this
Wait,
money screws up a lot of it. So they have a plan.
change
They
a
have
lot
no
of
plan
things.
until where this money goes.
I think they already know where it's going to go. Jesus,
I
where a
think so
lot of
too.
it's going to
Wasn't
go.
there? I vaguely recall some kind of adjustments being made the other day.
Here to the private, to your hit that I thought that as well, Shay. They know how thing. They know how. Well, it was I don't know, it was a proposal that they increase the limits of the amount of money that can be in private companies for the pensions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, because I was that
But
am I imagining this?
no, there was a headline, but you have to. I mean,
So I
as
say,
always,
I think I said, I forgot actually go check and
yeah.
see it in there. If it went
Okay.
through, how much is it and whatever. And then the hard part on our side is we don't see all of the pensions owned very easily. So it's we don't know how close they are in the balance to a certain degree.
No, I think we
If
do
they
though. You
how much
can
they
know
will be
that.
affected by.
I think you can know that. You can know that.
You can know. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah. It's a massive ripple thing. And then again,
Yep.
it's the biggest listing
Mm-hmm.
on our market. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna
I don't know,
have
NCB a foot broke.
long time. The Trinidad
No,
broke
no,
them
man.
foot,
I was
and
about to
then
say.
damn,
Damn.
yeah. I mean, a lot of it will have to be reworked, and will be reworked. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, very, very interesting. Of course, guys, we do want to hear from you. So join in. Let's hear your thoughts on it. And we haven't forgotten um
Ball
we haven't
game.
forgotten the actual title of the thing, which is around the World Cup, not the World Cup, the
I
money
know.
football, the money cup,
The news a baller, bro.
right? Bro, it's
A
like
blues a baller.
yeah, it's like Messi or Ronaldo retiring.
I'm gonna
And
play
I tell you
basketball
up
now.
now, say yo, I'm retiring.
Baseball.
Yeah,
Jordan going to play baseball.
that kind of. You hope people come. This is the same thing. I hope people coming back. I hope that they're coming back. I do want them to come back. I would have liked if they just come back, but
They stayed.
I was said it again.
He said you don't like it, they stayed.
I'd like if they stay, or I'd like if they come back.
Stayed. Yeah, well, yeah, come back. I love them
Come
come
back.
back.
Come back is different because that's another event, right?
Yeah, for everywhere
Yeah,
that team.
yeah. Doing that is a different thing. That's why initially I'd mentioned the Sagicor thing, because I would have hoped that they would have chosen that route, because my amateur view is that a lot of this is the, I don't want to say BOJ led. It's not BOJ. That's not the right term. It's a large part of the tighter, the Basel three, the tighter requirements, and what I might have to do if I have to meet certain requirements. Simple one like, if I have to meet these harder requirements, why the hell am I also sharing dividends? Like I can get a 20 odd percent up. I can get a 20% uplift in the dividend payout to me by just buying everybody out. I can buy them out for cheap too, right? In the markets where Scotia Caribbean does its banking, meaning their bankers, where they get money from. If they're getting money for a leverage buyout for a major company, they're usually not going to be able, like on the Nasdaq, you're not necessarily able for you're not able to get it at such a low PE. You're going to have to pay a pretty penny to get it,
Yes,
but
sir.
they're getting it for a song. They're getting it for cheap. Yeah, in the world that the banks play, they're getting it for cheap. So of course that's also, you put the price out from now, because we're not pay a dime more.
If you want to give me the cheapness, then thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
exactly. Yeah. And I was thinking of that when you were talking earlier than I about like how many people, you say, okay, well, my dream was the 80 and I was going DC8, and when it hit the 80 or the 85, I'll sell. How many people not even going to bother to wait, are like, yo, they're not bothering to wait on a 6150. I'll take 60. I'll take 50. Well, how many people are in profit now and like, yeah, I'll take 59. Difference between 59 and 6150 is not that great. So I'll take 59, 4%. Yeah, I'll take it. If it's 4% on.
About my business.
Say that again, Shay?
She? I'm not hearing her. Are you hearing her?
No, it went fuzzy and then she gone. I'm thinking like, if I
Elon
have
reach now, you know? Elon
wait,
reach
said
now.
who reach?
Elon.
Elon. No,
Finally,
Elon
boss man.
in
I was
reach
just
the
thinking,
stratosphere.
how do we get my money? Pardon?
Are we finally hearing you now, Shay? No,
Uh,
we weren't hearing you before. What's going on? Shay?
Go lose her again. Shay?
Shay?
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. And also, I'll just apologize. I'll wait her. I think she doing her over her thing. I apologize to the people on YouTube also saying that, I see Akeem Haniford say every week. I don't know, then I always used to mute on YouTube every week. This week, no different. I'm sorry, guys. The sound sometimes is screwed up with using multiple platforms. It's kind of iffy, but I always tell you, if you want to be sure that you can hear us, just join us on Twitter. Join us on Twitter, and the sound, like if the sound doesn't work on Twitter, it's not working anywhere
Anywhere
else.
else.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Boy, these guys need to fix them platforms.
All right.
That's it.
I'm not rich now.
That tells them work together.
Yeah.
And then they don't.
Can you imagine a big trillionaire like Musk?
Yeah, and you have a thing, sound issues. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Spend the clear money.
Right?
You broke our some.
Yeah, but yeah, it's going to have massive, like, I know we'll be talking about this again in the future. I know we'll be talking about this again, but yeah, we would love to hear from you guys about it, but we also love to hear on the original point, right? The money football. What's your team? What's your five? You're picking your 5 stocks. Again, this is what Cap Markets had as their 11. GK in goal, Lasem, Separate, Carreras, and Fesco in defense, Ginac, Barita in the midfield, so in CB. And yeah, be wingers, Omni, Carib Cement, Trans Jamaica. I wouldn't let them pick my side. Definitely wouldn't let them pick my side. No knock to them, but
from they go big field ball game out, bro.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're like I don't know. Yeah, cap markets to me it'd be like South Africa going to the World Cup. You, or yeah, no, or I wouldn't say South Africa. Maybe like I don't want to say Uruguay either. Maybe Uruguay.
No, I think JP them are playing, bro.
No, I think of them going. No, I think Uruguy because like I think Uruguy has won the World Cup once years ago. So like they're
wait. I mean, you say cap markets will be Uruguay going to the Uruguay World Cup. 'Cause I'm thinking from they might pick a side, you know. So
yes, I think of them like Uruguay going to the World Cup. I don't want to say Uruguy. I want to think of somebody else. Meaning like, yeah, you can go. You'll qualify. You're not winning with this team though.
Okay.
You're not winning with this team. Yeah, and I wouldn't have them pick my team either. Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool that you go though. You're guaranteed to be there. You'll be cool. And some people will cheer for you, but you're a guy. 5-a-side no. Yeah, my thing. So you look to the 5-a-side corner league. I mean, they're World Cup ballers, so congrats to them. But my corner league 5.
You know when Messi and Ronaldo play the thing, the Brazilian scrimmage them, and it does vibes.
Yeah.
Man, it's a great show and the best ballers. It's in a lot of ways it's more entertaining than a big field ball game. That's in there. Way more return.
Yeah, it's actually it's more skillful.
Yeah, yes, it's
it's like that. So yeah, 5-a-side, your futsal team. Yeah, what would yours be? And anybody who wants can send his speaking requests. We'd love to hear it.
Hey, I don't find this easy. Just because I think it's so far from the nature of how we usually the stocks thing, goal and whatever. I think this falls for me is very much in line with like a favorites list.
Kind of. So I never because of the stuff that happened before we got started, I never got to do like I had a whole thing in mind, right? So for example, which would make it has to be like that way to be football themed. Like you say, having somebody in goal or whatever versus just saying you 5 that you like. So I would almost want. I'll tell you the outlines of the idea, and if I have it right, then maybe by next week I'll do something for it to be out in front of the people, or I'll tweet it out and put it out there. But anyway, the thing I'm saying is, so I see now. Are you seeing a speaking request come in, Danai? I see one pending.
I saw one from Shay and I accepted it. I don't know.
Okay, this thing lagging because I still seen one pending, but when I click it, I don't see anybody on it actually pending.
It should be Shay, so it's just.
Yeah, Shay, you hearing us?
Yep, clearly.
Okay. So the thing I wanted to say was so I thought let me put some rules around or constraints around it. So like you have somebody in the goal. So you want to have your ultra defensive stock. Then you want to have maybe 2 more defensive-ish, but not as defensive as your goalkeeper. And then you can have like your midfield and you can have your number 10, right? You can have your number 5. You can have your forward. So it's almost to kind of stratify the picks. So anybody coming on, you want to tell us your 5. I want to hear it that way, like who you have in which position, which stock you have in which position, and why, right? So I'd expect. So again, referencing that same thing from
Randy thinking I know anything about football.
You don't have to know nothing about football. This is easy. It's just okay. I'll show you my interpretation. Yeah, exactly. The keeper is
if 5-a-side keeper. That's interesting then because okay, got you. You said
no. So you get the idea, right?
No,
so but my thing is that you need to have at least 2 defensive stocks and at least 1 attacking stock, and then the rest is up to you.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
So it's a 5-a-side, so you pick 5, But out of the
And tell
five,
me what am I gonna put in?
exactly, out of the five, at least two of them have to be defensive, including the keeper, and at least one of them has to be attacking for at least one forward. If you want to have two forwards, it's up to you. Formation is up to you. So it don't really matter. You don't have to know nothing about football. You just need to know, hey, which two stocks, at least two stocks, do I think of as defensive? Or if I'm putting together a fantasy football league for stocks, what does my pick for a defensive pick look like or sound like?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So like I'll show you again what cap markets had for their 11. So they had GK in the goal. When I'd see it in group, I'd ask if the is GK the goalkeeper just because the ticker is GK. I'm wondering because the GK in goal, NCB way out here, so right? Barita in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Fesco as a defense. So I know on one wing they have a lot of hopes. But yeah, you get the idea. So what would your five be? What would your five be, Shay?
My 5.
Or A5? Yeah.
All right. Mm, I don't know where to put them on the field. Yeah, I'd have to think more
Those think
about
What?
that
those
one.
think I'll say those think defense and the offense if you want to life easier.
Yeah. Start with the keeper. The most defensive stock. What would you pick? You building your portfolio that way. What would you pick?
Most
Or you can
defensive,
start at the forward if you feel like the most attacking.
most attacking. I feel like
This is like,
would the most attacking be like the one that's probably going to have the most aggressive growth?
yeah, you can go there.
Yeah.
All right. But then yeah, circle back, circle back. All right, let's do JSC then. JSC for my goalkeeper.
JSC as your goalkeeper. That's interesting. All right. So you pick JSC. Why JSC?
Nothing can go through them. Like go nowhere without them,
That's
bro.
funny. Uh that's
Like
not bad. That's not bad.
they're they doesn't it doesn't happen without them.
That's not bad. That's not bad. All right.
Seems stable enough. Doesn't happen without them. If JSC is no more, then we not no market. I mean yeah, I feel like everything kind of goes through them. So feel like them nice and solid and stable, unless something super catastrophic happen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, to the market or to investing or I don't know, something like really be something huge
Well,
to move my goalkeeper.
okay. Okay. So all right, if you think of the again, this is me the half making it up as I go along. Think of the think of it like if you think in points, the goalkeeper gets points around dividends. So the safe thing coming in, right? So
Mm-hmm.
not the well, the forward get points off of just
Oh,
straight
okay.
price
Returns.
growth.
How much
Yeah,
money you can make out of this?
exactly. But the
All right,
goalkeeper, the
TJH.
two defenders get their points off
Okay.
dividends. TJH.
So I found that interesting on their side. The
Dividends.
NCB had TJH as their forward, bro. and I'm not surprised.
No, as I would say, yeah, that makes NCB doing that makes a lot of sense.
A
Makes
lot
a
of
lot
sense.
of sense. NCB did have them as their forward. Wow. Let me see. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's
NCBFG playing center field.
sometimes you just know if you know what a thing can do, right? You know, you just know there's a baller. Wow.
We don't play ball, you know. So we don't know when play, but he can just somewhere else. So he connect the bigger on the front. So he connect back on the front. So they doing thing. I'm a
Yeah,
pass
but
about
oh well,
from their seat, I say it work.
they ain't wrong, are they?
They're not wrong at all.
They're not wrong at all. If they
They
make it work that way, they make it work that way.
They exactly make it work that way. So
Yeah. All right. That's interesting how they did it. So Shay, you say you give JC, well, Shay, you said JC first for your goalkeeper. But again, remember, I don't know if you're changing what I mentioned, like the rules. So it's you two defensive players, they get points off safe money coming in. So yield. They're yield gainer. So your dividends, your dividends.
and some stability from the price, you know, like you have some good expectations as where the price not necessarily falling or anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah. The
Okay.
yeah. You get off dividends and the price not falling. I like that.
All
So
right. I'm going with SVL and all right, SVL and TJH.
not JC anymore.
How many do I get?
5 aside. So you're picking 5 players. And at
Yeah.
least 2 of them have to be defensive.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're talking about who are the 2 defenders. So you tell me. So if it's not JC anymore, I can change it. I just want to know what you're thinking.
Who are the two defenders? So
Mhm.
the price not going crash and the dividends coming.
Yeah. So like your forwards get points off the price going up. Your defenders get points
They
off
must
the
go score
price.
some goal.
Yeah, the price being stable and dividend yield. So a goal for a defender is actually, dividend yield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're confusing me.
Oh God.
It's football. It's it's
Forget
You did
football.
say Shay.
Forget football. If you had to pick the 2 safest stocks for the next 6 months, what would they be? Safest that also give you some income. What would they be?
I just tell you them TJH and SVL.
Okay, so TJH and SVL.
The NCB's most aggressive baller is Shay's defensive baller.
Yeah, damn.
So that's a difference in perspective.
What a difference in perspective, yeah. NCB put them in the goal. Shea put them. NCB put them at the forward, and Shea put them at the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. Uh
All right, that where's me have no attacking.
you can pick, at least one attacking, or you can
Can go
at
more
least 2
at
attacking.
least. They can go more if you want, but
Yeah.
All right. Attacking. Atlantic.
Atlantic as attacking. All right.
I have no idea. I'm just saying.
no,
It's
Over
he's
the
not
just,
saying no.
next
He's not saying no.
yeah. I'm not saying no at all.
6 months. For
Yeah.
the next 6 months. All right. Atlantic.
Okay. So AHPC, and you still have two more.
Two more. And what I have, they can be either
Sure, they can be anything you want.
or how
Yeah,
it go.
yeah, they can be
All
defensive
right.
or attacking is up to you. It's just two more to allow them to make the most money,
Mm-hmm.
make the most percentage gain, which hopefully means the most money.
Most percentage gain.
Yeah, that's what we make profit off,
Hmm.
right?
Most percentage gain.
I mean, that's why you picked Atlantic. So
Mm-hmm.
damn, I didn't think this would be that hard.
Yeah, you throw sports in there, and then yeah.
All right, I guess maybe. I guess I'll throw in some of the people from YouTube,
Yeah.
but forget sports. Hold on, Shay, because you make everything that if you had to pick two, three things on the market that you think are probably gonna be the most
Mm-hmm.
aggressive gainers over the next 6 months, forget sports.
Mm-hmm.
What would they be?
Most aggressive gainers over the next 6 months.
Or just where you think where you can make a play like an aggressive play within that time. You don't want to have to be the thing that right now it moved from XYZ. Just that within that time you can say a play that can make you some good money.
Well,
A
I
year
still
game,
SGL and
a year money.
TJH.
Yeah, but you had TJs as your
I
If
defensive.
you have
still
TJ,
them.
so here's my funny thing now, shit. I'm laughing at that for myself as well because
All
that
right, all
you could
right.
have put you can have put TJH both places, right? You can play front ball and in the goal, right?
Yeah, because they're nice and stable, but also likely to grow quite a bit over the
If
next
the time
couple of
is right.
months. I guess I could throw in like mm, I don't know. Those are the stocks I'm kind of working with right now. I'm playing with. Let's see, I'm playing with a couple others. I'm playing with JetCon a little, but you know,
So they can't play on the field for you. Damn.
Even when she need players, she refuses to say it. That's wild to me.
And then she says they can't while she's making plays on them.
all right. Yeah, JetCon can go on. Make them go on. Yeah,
Where, like, as an attacking player, or as a defensive player?
attacking. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, Jet can attack. Yeah.
all right. Why? Why? Why, Shay?
Why?
Yeah, that's the point. Pick any five in it. It's easy to pick five.
Mm-hmm.
The why is the real point of the thing.
Yeah, the conversation around this stuff. I don't just
Okay.
one by this call whatever.
I don't have a why.
Really? Okay.
No, I don't. I don't know much about them. Like nothing serious about them.
I would say from go from
I
perspective
know
of Europe.
they're making a
I
lot
would
of
say
money. I don't have
go
much
from the
else
perspective of your play, like you're making money on it.
of my
Why are
play.
you why are you going to make money on Jet? Why are you making the money you're making on JetCon, or you're planning to make the money you plan to make on JetCon? Why are you doing that?
Why am I
Why are
making
they
money
attractive
on
in
it?
that way? Yeah, what about JetCon that you see make you say, yeah man, I can make some money here.
Uh I don't know. I don't have the deep
You don't
analysis that
need
you
deep
guys do. I promise
analysis.
you I just make money off it.
You,
I just made money
Shay,
off it. I
Shay,
don't
you've
know.
been doing this for a long
There's
time.
no
So
big reason
hold on,
though.
Shay. All right, hold on. Do you
So
think that
Yeah.
what would
you think that I know this stuff really well? Not football, the market and investing.
Uh you at least read stuff. I
You
don't
assume that I
really.
read stuff, but
Okay.
do you think that I know investing on the market well?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You hesitate to say yes because you know. I think you know I'm going to ask it. I'm telling you that you know enough to do.
You
If
know
you know
why
enough to put your
you're
money,
in Jekon.
yeah. So that's it. Like, why the hesitation around that stuff?
I walk up and go choose Jekon, and suddenly it doesn't work out.
Right?
I did,
You have made
but
these
I
things
didn't
intentionally.
do any.
You never buck up and pick Jetcon. Jetcon has been listed for
Yeah.
years, and you buy them
You
now.
know, so lucky where you make so much money across these things so often, just by you roll the dice and then boom, we do it. It's
It's
why we
not
get up and say
roll dice.
exactly.
But
Okay,
it's
so
not but it's not big reading and
But that's
deep
fine.
Shay,
Well,
so
looking into the
Shay,
company or
that's
any of
cool.
Shay,
that.
That's cool.
I don't.
That's good.
Uh,
Shay, for you
yeah.
and for all the people who think like you, I'm telling you, what you think a sound analysis
Uh-huh.
is not what you think, is not what it actually is. What you think the reasons are, like, oh, but you have all this thing because you sound like get over that. The reasons you spend your money are the reasons that you spend your money, and they
Yeah,
are reasons,
and they work and they're good.
and they work, and exactly, and
It
they're
can
good.
sound as low level as whatever, but the fact that you do
Exactly.
it and you're consistent with it, make me know say yeah, you never get as I say, not a dice roll. It's yo, I see something over Jack card and I want to be a part of it because I think that thing will make me some money. And you do it. And you do it again and
Exactly.
again and again. So take our NC on the show, you know.
Yeah. Yo, the people that give you the most highfalutin sounding um reasonings and whatever are the people that are the worst at
are,
the
are,
market.
are, are the people that will I mean not say that. Yeah,
Like
exactly. Yeah, sure.
yeah, they're the worst at the market. They're repeatedly bad. Till they blame the market and say the market isn't good, or the market is irrational, or the Jamaican market, and they're blah. Those are the people that do the best analysis
Well, share a picture, you can make money out of it.
randomly. But if you have enough sense, you know it's not random shit. So I'm saying stop doubting yourself. Don't even worry if you doubt yourself. I'm trying to do it for fun and put something around it. We're all we're all going to do it. But it's you have reasons behind it. It's not like
Mhm.
you
You're
didn't
not
just
blind picking.
decide JetCon now. Why didn't you buy
It's
JetCon
literally the
8 months
range
ago?
way trade. That's it.
That's
The range
but
way
that's fine.
trade.
And that is fine, Shay. That's fine.
But that's why me trade all of
So say
them.
it.
Like
So
So
that's
say
say
it.
not
it.
that's
But that's
not a
fine.
reason that's
That
Says
is a
who?
reason, Shay.
that's
That is
unique to
a reason
JetCon.
because if
That's
you can
just
make
it.
It-
of
but
That's
course
nobody
it's
it.
never
unique to
tell you say it
JetCon
have to be
because
unique to
not
JetCon share. You
But you
decide that.
just asked me why for JetCon. I
Yes.
yeah,
don't have a unique
Shay,
reason for
Shay,
JetCon.
but JetCon's reason, JetCon, it's not every stock on the market will have the same level of trading ranges at JetCon or repeatability where you can get up and say, I'm gonna make XYZ play on it.
Exactly.
There's a reason you need to have a JetCon because you see it in JetCon say run it. And that's
And
fine.
that is its
There's
reason.
nothing wrong with your reason. Your reason is great, actually.
Yeah, nobody said that it had to be a unique reason. I just asked you why. What's your reason?
Yeah,
But why
what I want to
JetCon got a Y and nobody else got a Y?
All of them have gotten a why. I've
because
asked you why for all of them.
you said you said Trans America because of dividends or whatever. You did say these things.
Actually, you said
And
I
then
said that I
reason.
said that
and then
defensive
you say
stocks.
and we'll go through it and you say okay, Trans America and TGH.
Yeah, so and then
They did give reason.
Atlantic, but if it's an attacker, then and that you literally said it before, and then you asked me why.
Agreed. I've been asking you why, and I'm still asking why.
And you
The
said
point is,
you've been answering is that it's not you haven't been answering. As far as I'm concerned,
me too.
you did say these things. What thing like it's explain what defensive is, and then you say okay, change and make. Isn't that you telling us why?
Then why did you ask why when I said JetCon was my next
Because
attacker?
Because we're doing a
If we
show.
already defined attacker.
No,
oh,
because
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I mean then, but then you want to ask why more. I think what do you know? You're making me want to ask why on the others then, if didn't it? Because
okay,
yeah,
well, I'll tell you from
what
my
about them?
perspective. I'm
To me, it's
asking
not JetCon
why
specific.
for all of them, because that's the point. The
Yeah.
point is not which five you pick. The point is the
Okay.
why.
Okay.
Legendary on YouTube said it's like one of the first comments when we started. AHPC, NCB, TJH, SGJ, Woodcats. I can
Great.
open MMJA and just roll the screen and read off any five also, but that don't mean nothing.
Mhm.
Is the why. That's a conversation. And well, you know what? Unless the idea is just to hear, what them want, what them like, what them think happening. But that I know that I assume that you should know better than to think that that's how it works. Like that's like cashpot. The why is the most important part. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm concerned with. Like the why. The why is the thing. The why is the whole
Okay,
show. The whole idea behind this is the why. So I'm asking why
Yeah.
for all of them.
cool.
But I know it's I don't well, I shouldn't say I know. I don't think it's that hard. 'Cause
So,
what was the reason you said for JetCon? You said the range?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean when you said the range?
When me buy it for, when me sell it for. What I can buy it and sell it for repeatedly.
All right. But repeatedly. Huh. What do you mean? I'm not saying you're wrong. Actually, I genuinely trying to understand what you mean. And I know other people also trying to understand it too.
Okay. The other day I bought it for I think about 271 or somewhere there. So in a couple days, it's down to what two? How much now? Like 250, 260. I don't know, something like that. 260 something, maybe.
264 is what it
Where is it?
closed at today.
Yeah, so it's back down how much percent from where I sold it. So that's why
So you'd buy it no at 264 because
I haven't looked at it. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. And I'm logged out. I don't know. I didn't trade today. I did my other work today.
yeah, but I'm not asking. Don't think I'm asking like what are you actually doing. Like I'm not always also like on the show. I'm not always talking about what I'm doing either. It's just I don't think Dana is always talking about what I'm doing either. It's like it's just the thing. Like what we think about the thing. Like I think most of the things we talk
Mm-hmm.
about we're not actually doing or touching. It's just you see it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't know. So like I didn't go first, but then I thinking it's a good thing that I didn't go first because I'd give five or I'd give the reasons and then I'd hear that they're good and then it done. And what's the point? Like I know my reasons are good. I know my
Why
picks are
not
good.
loading?
But I don't think if you had to pick one more stock share outside of these four that we've already picked, if you had to pick one
Mm-hmm.
more stock to give you great gains between now and the end of
NTB.
the year. NCB. Why?
Mm-hmm. Because it's my little dark horse that I picked in January and bought for $38 or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I just it's my little wild card.
I like that because I was
It's my
thinking that
wild card.
I was thinking that about the fifth one, meaning you got two defensive, two attacking, and then you have a wild card in there that can give you who knows a surprise, and at worst
Yeah.
at worst won't ruin things, but might give you a hell of a surprise. But then the why, like, what's the
Yeah.
expectations then for the wild card? Like, what are the expectations for the wild card?
The expectations of the wild card is that the wild card will not be lower in value.
But you
I
don't
don't
buy,
think NCB is going to be worth less than $38 at the end of the year.
yeah, but I'm if you're buying no, so NTB's at
From today,
$51
today.
no
Yeah.
today. You're
Today I
picking
put
the
aside.
side no.
You get some
All
new
right.
money.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be less than $50 at the end of the year.
You should probably put it in goal then. Cause that sound like a defensive reason, get me?
It was,
All right.
I just mean
so what's been hitting me here for a lot of these is how flexible they can be.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like not any one thing has to do those is very like when I would hesitate to put Transamaker in my goal because I can put it on the field. I can put it out on the field. We've spoken about many, which I think yeah, just boring, sit down and buy. But then I also think about the USD thing, me and you talk about enough. I
Mhm.
think there's a good amount I will and can do with transfer maker between now and the end of the year that will give me some good money.
So I mean I agree with you.
And me, that man, I put the ball for the vibes, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I like, I excited. I was never a great watcher of football. I would call me for scrimmage art, and that was me. I don't know if that was good, but I love the shift and the scoring. That's the funny new ball game for me. So my ball game will be aggressive. It
Yeah.
is,
Enjoyable.
yeah. I'm playing for the fun. Weed is fun, but I was never a fan of the big field ball game. I mean, I sit down over here, so wait for the ball come to me. I be very involved, so you couldn't put me on the defensive side at all. I'm
All
other
right.
about me not necessarily being great at it as well. To be sure, to be clear.
Yeah.
I,
You don't have to be, but I get what you mean. So I'm the same way. I mean, I'm definitely not no football expert. Definitely not good at playing it. More FIFA than anything else. Not even that. I played in forever. So um, yeah, I just it's just the same idea as the defensive the thing, and I don't know. Maybe it's because we got off on the start off a different tangent. To me, I just thought it's pretty clear the idea of two defensive, two attacking, and anything else that you have in mind, right? Yeah, I like how she put it as a wild card. And if I want to go second, because here's the thing, because I know I can just say five, but I know like that's not the conversation.
so that is the hard part for me.
Yeah,
It's I can just say five, bro. But I don't want to do yeah, you've been there many times. I don't want to say five on things. I want to think about I want to have a reason that is nice. And the truth is most time I've given myself praise from this show by just thinking about the thing more than so.
yeah, but I guess a lot of yeah, yeah. I realize then though a lot of how we do the plays might be different from other people because people also talk to me off air about this stuff, and I guess people just look at it, watch it to hear what we'll say. But I know, especially because I've tested it. I can just say five. It don't mean nothing. It's the why that matters, right? Um, maybe I'll go for. So I'll do the same thing I was saying. I'll start off. What do you put in goal? So in goal, you want stability. If the points are coming from the points for the defensive guys are coming from. You see, I don't know. Sorry, Shay, I don't get it.
So my keeper aggressive, bro. Carreras was my
Okay,
keeper because and I have I have stability, but my stability is
I've
also
literally
with
never
well,
watched football before.
it
I've
have
never
nothing to do with
watched it.
football, Shay.
it's not also
But
football.
that's what it is. That's literally what it is.
That's not
I
what
don't
it
know what
is.
I
these
think
positions are
you
supposed to
context
be doing.
you
So asking me
contextualize it
to
within
figure
football
out
probably
which
confusing yourself on it.
companies, would match
Shay,
those
is
positions.
there anything that we can say along the lines of it's have nothing to do with football, really, that will make you accept that it have nothing to do with football?
No.
Oh, okay. Then it don't make sense. I say that if you're determined to think of it as football,
But you told me that's what it is.
I know, but I no, I didn't tell you that's what it is because it's not football. I told you that in the spirit of football, it's
But
all right.
that's what
Let's
that
try this. Let's
means.
try this. What are two defensive stocks? And here's the definition of defensive. Definition of defensive is will not end the year lower than it is now, but that's not where the points come from in defense. It still has to bring in income. So the defensive side of this list I'm giving you is not football, it's just a list. The defensive side of this list is literally made up from two, whichever the two stocks are, they get points by their by structured income, or whatever, like dividends, something coming in. Yield is where they make theirs, not from cap gains. So if I
Mm-hmm.
have to pick a portfolio of five things, so I have to pick a portfolio of five things, and one and two are defensive, and three and four can be whatever you want, and five has to be attacking, meaning five has to make its points from cap gains. So one and two make their points from structured income and no downward movement in price. And five makes its points from upward movements in price. And
Mm-hmm.
the rest of them can be whatever. The rest of them can be whatever you want, whether they want to be, whether you want them to be defensive, or you want them to be attacking. It doesn't matter. But the only restriction on the thing is that one and two have to get their points from having made no fall in the price, but they still get income. What then would you pick?
Mm, I think Jersey is going to remain at or above the $10 level. And that's where it is right now. So I can buy them right now and know say them are gonna pay dividends and not likely to go under $10.
Between now and the end of the year, you think JC is gonna pay dividends?
Yeah. Don't they usually pay dividends? I don't know.
Well, you'd have to know. But okay, cool. So
They don't?
I'm not saying that they don't. I
They
mean,
don't?
do they pay
Agree.
Do they?
dividends? Yeah, there are dividend. They tend to pay dividends. They are dividend paying company. They have paid
Yeah, so them
dividends
just
this
them
year
not go
already.
better pay this year.
I don't know. They have paid already this year.
Yeah, I think it's
Is a once a year dividend stock?
You don't know. You never know, right?
sometime.
Sometimes, yeah. There've been years
So
where
it
they've
just
paid one.
So what's then is the point of saying which ones are going to pay dividend if it's a case where we don't know?
we
Shay,
don't. We never know. It's more you saying what you think
Yeah,
is gonna
but
happen.
then if you're saying
Shay,
that
you
it has
know
to
that you
be a
never know.
dividend,
You know
I
that
know,
we
but that's what I'm
never. Hold on, pause. You know
saying. So
that
if
we. Hold
we
on, Shay.
know,
This is
yeah.
generally for everybody because it's an educational point. But I
Mm-hmm.
know you know this. There's no guarantee of dividends from any
Mm-hmm.
company on the market.
Yes, we know.
So
Yeah,
hold
So
on.
it's more if
So
you
what?
think about
why is
everything.
that a criterion then?
It's not a criterion.
It's more it's your
It's a
pick. You choose
game.
if you think it's gonna happen.
Hold
If you
on.
think I'm paying dividend, yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you go.
Hold on, Shay. Here's the thing. Why I can't
Uh,
think that you don't understand this because you actually invest. When you put your money into, when somebody put their money into something,
yes,
well, hold
but
on.
you're making the
When some,
rules
let
and
me,
then saying the rules are not
I'm,
that like don't apply, so I don't get it.
when did I say the rules apply?
If you
I
think JC
ask
gonna pay
you if
dividend,
you think JC is gonna pay a dividend for the rest of the
And I
year.
say, yeah, don't they usually pay dividends? Isn't that all we have? They usually pay, so they're likely to pay.
I think you think me asking you if you think JC is gonna pay a
just you doubting
dividend,
it.
yeah, is me doubting it or telling you no. What I'm doing is highlighting the
Yeah,
reason that
but
you
I
pointed
said,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
But you know what? If you ever say no after you say yeah, I say go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So yeah, we're good then. We don't understand you.
I'm
But yeah,
lost.
yeah,
Yeah, so
you
that me
you
I say like me not
you
understand
thinking
what
it's
we are
different
go
of him.
fight for.
Okay, I'll tell you why we're going over it.
Good for you.
Because, yeah,
Because
it's not like you don't know the show.
people
You've been
the
on the
people
show
them
for how long? You've heard the show. You know how it go.
you know more than most of the shit. We can't just leave it at what you say. Because
Exactly. Arshay, watch this.
it's
For the next 5 minutes, I'll have a conversation
Oh,
with Danai
okay.
at the level that I know I can have a conversation with Danai. I'll give you my five. Hmm. The criteria for the defensive too. No down div. And the Carreras. Can the car and Scotia. What do you think, Danai? Especially the Scotia, because yeah, you don't get
Because you have guarantee. I was thinking the same thing around the Scotia, but I just left it because I said, "Nah, nah, nah." But I was thinking, but I was like, yo, Scotia's such an easy. It's my bank.
yeah,
I can secure my value in Scotia
must,
so
yeah,
easily.
must.
It's like
And
if I want to go
yo,
somewhere, I don't want to lose money, and I want to have an investment, and I want to use that investment as for whatever length of use and investment can get for me. Scotia is an easy one for that. Come on, no, I know my exit price.
right? And if you don't exit, it's only better. Like there's no
Yes.
down.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
That
down.
too.
Yeah, Scotia. What I said, what I said, Scotia. What was the one I said before Scotia?
Carriers.
Yeah, car and Scotia, and car because Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
So Carreras because Scotia. And midfield. I'll come back to the midfield stuff. Attacking. Qantas.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I like concept of a wild card.
Me too. Well, me too. But I was thinking of something else, and I also thought wild card. I thought, yeah, Qantas.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking
Qantas
it
is a
can give me some
safer.
good. It can give me exactly. It's just a good amount of safety, and it
Yeah.
can do something that's very interesting. Yeah, it can do
Yeah.
some. It can for possible some good aggressive movement.
Yes. Yo, yeah, definitely. So my attack Qantas. But there's danger in there. And
That's attack. That's just the nature
that
of attack, right?
exactly. The next 6 months, yeah, there's danger in there. And then I have two more midfield. Let's go RPL. I'd want to say maybe RPL wild card, but I can pick better wild cards than RPL, although RPL in the wild card category. ROC could be a wild card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ROC could be wild card. Proven could be wild card too. And we had a ROC proven. And last one to round out the fifth. The fifth. 6 months. I'd say easier, but no, 6 months. Dollar.
All right. Oh,
No, sorry, Dolphin Cove. That Dollar. I talk about Dolphin Cove too much.
So Dolphin was my best wild card. And not wild card in the reality of a wild card. I just have a lot of good things. I mean, yes, you can wild card in terms of there's a possibility of things not going my way, but I have strong good expectations of it, which I invest in, which you would invest in generally. Because you have a more positive view of it, right? So, yeah.
I go deeper though. What is a wild card? I wouldn't go. I wouldn't say like high expectations. You got Dolphin Cove wild card, not attacking.
No. So how I think of attacking for me, it's wild card for me is less predictability, right? I have good expectations, I have good, strong expectations, but I know that it might not necessarily turn out either. It can dud, or it can even does not necessarily work out how I want it to. But of course,
Mhm.
generally the reason it's on the field in the first place is because my expectations lead more positively. So I actually expect things to go well for it. I do well,
Mhm.
but it's not my strongest bet in a certain direction. If I as my attacker would, I am more clear on it, and I expect it to do something. So I'm putting the attack because I know your job, and I think you can
Mhm.
do the job really well. They can score some goal. The wild card, I'm gonna go out in the midfield, I'm gonna connect the back on the front, but more than likely, I think this guy can score some goals.
Yeah. Like you say, having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Did you never did a keeper? The first one you said was Dolphin Cup. What would you
No,
do for your
keep
defensive
us carriers. Carriers.
car?
Again, I like aggressive ball games. I think this thing gonna make some good money. But stability, I can easily be here.
Yeah, I mean it's great when the keeper scores.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Long ball, straight to
Yeah.
from one goal to the next.
Yeah. But if the keeper don't score, it don't matter because as long as they stick to the actual point, which is the I don't use GK. It's fine. Everybody gets it. All right. Other defensive. So I guess second
Well,
defensive.
thing on the screen. Got a whole host of things over here.
I know what you mean.
So CPFV was my second defensive.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the
Ooh.
dividend, and I think stability just on it being boring will be fine for me.
Ooh.
And more than just boring, I think there's a good amount of predictability in that boring level where I can get up
Yeah.
and buy it for thing there. I don't think my price will fall off or anything there, but I also feel I can buy it more very consistently at a great price around the same level. And that's seeing more dividends with a predictable yield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. You're making me think about a different midfielder that I'd use, but yeah, I can do another one. That's not bad. CPFV is actually a strong one, probably the most stable.
I think it gets harder for me at the thing there at the because I have more options. Not necessarily more options or the attacking. Because I feel like I can throw a board. I think I can throw a good amount of things forward. I think that I like Shays Jekon. Jekon was actually within was one of my strong ones there because I think they're undervalued. I think the new business is doing really well, and I think there's a lot of turn toward excitement for them. And just wait, Jekon is doing well, and a lot of realization and whatever, especially coming from where it's coming from. And I think the money will come really good, and it's going to show itself. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
I think the interest is rising. You see more trades on them. I like the thing that the thing that the club invests, bro. Right, the club invests in the ball. I see the thing that I see the
Inventory.
more and more and more the thing that
The inventory.
yes. Well, I was even thinking from a side of the connected party buys.
Yes. I had a thing where like since the yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
You see it turn up with the new business, and
No, I have a slide, but I shared it.
You can even time it, bro. You can time when them coming to
Yeah.
this.
At the last advanced grow, I had a thing where I was showing like there's
Oh,
a
I have to
certain
miss that one.
point. Yeah, man. I realized that's what I'm telling you. There's a point past which there's no more sales in the connected party. It's just all purchases.
That's all purchases. Yeah.
Like there's literally a point after which, like after this, it's just purchases. I think so far this year there hasn't been any sales. It's just all purchases so far this year.
I think so as well. I think that's how I remember it. So yeah, I think there's good money to be made here, and repeatedly undervalued in my opinion. Right, we see it goes up, and you can get that thing. You can get to that price that to me more than one time, but that's some profit. So and I think we're not there. We're not done at all for the year. So yeah, I think Jekon was up there for me. I want Transmaker was there. Just on as I said before. I think I look at it where it is now. It to me it's gonna be higher, and the just on the conversion, you can get really good opportunities there. so you can play with it really nicely there. But it was somewhat boring in this, but that's fine. And
But you only have
generally,
one left. You only have one left.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was this
Yeah.
thing there. I'll easily throw Atlantic in there. I like it for what it is.
What you put him on the
Selects, which
bench? A bench player.
is my bench player. Atlantic and Select, but they're forward, so
Who do you take off for Atlantic? Who do you
I
take
don't
off
know.
to put on Atlantic?
So Trans Jamaica, I think, is more predictable, and also it can soak more funds, more movement and money in this. I can go there within there, which is it's a more reliable baller thing there. So Jetcon would be easier. Would be the easier substitution. So easier substitution in time go. But yeah, it was a good. It's more than one thing that could have thing there. I think there's like a wild card. I thought about Jenna could also still be there.
Ooh. Yeah, actually. Why Jenna?
Why Jenna? I think there is based on the play with the acquisition. I think there's possibilities there for something that I see, or I can make some money on it. Depending how they do the acquisition and the transfer. I think that maybe even something afterwards. In the realm of when separate bought facing, I think that's more out there, but that's why it's a wild card, right?
I don't think that's
Yeah.
out there though. I mean,
I think it's more out there. It's not necessarily a thing that has to happen. It can happen.
but it probably will. I mean, that's them MO, right? Same guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
it's an MO. Yeah. But you don't feel that like that the price it is now is is
done.
Yeah, you're not done, but
Oh yeah, it's also a thing there. This is on what?
Yeah, as if you're thinking about this for like the next 6 months, like the ball game for the next 6 months, right? And if you're throwing them in for the reasons that you stated, like if we were having this conversation at the end of in the middle of May, we were having this conversation a month ago. It's at 574.
No, so it was easier a month ago, and I was you heard me on Jenak. It was boy, I'm for buy, I need for buy, whatever. It never happened to the degree I wanted to. But yeah, I think the price, which is more, to be honest, why it's more strongly in the wildcard category. Certain things already happened for it already. The price already moved up, so it
32% over the last month.
This might not be the point where it moves for or I guess at this point, this price, I'm not. It's to me, it's not very likely or the most likely thing that I get a lot of gain out of it. Like that kind of thing. It can happen. This is a wild card.
Yeah, that is not bad.
He can score some goal, but that's not necessarily. There's some plays can be made.
Yeah, and what would you pull off to put on Jenak?
Yeah, that wouldn't. I think Deco is a better baller.
Ooh.
I can make that bet easier on Dolphin Cup as a wild card and Jenak.
Yeah, well, funny enough, I think like D-Cove, I could say you pull it off for Jenna because either of them, I keep hearing something in my head saying based on which one they do. Yeah, I could see taking a D-Cove off for Jenna based on what they do. D-Cove could delist, no so.
Yeah,
they could delist. They might be in line to do the exact. They might actually be in line to delist. I would not be surprised actually. They choose to.
Multiple potential profit points though. So.
Yeah. Including the delisting in itself. I think they might be following the same playbook to unlike the price control and then something nice. So they offer $12. You could offer $12. We see that guy was a couple weeks ago. Said 16 randomly.
Do it.
Yeah. But they could also just go 12. They could also just go 12. Or 1150. That's a nice 15%.
And SPL can definitely touch the ball field. It's funny that again, SPL if you do it right, it has some stability, but if you do it right, it can play forward. So which way you want to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't put SVL in the goal just because
Yeah, I would put
yep,
him go. I
I
probably
wouldn't put
you
him
can
goal.
you can be the defender.
I believe it'd be the second defender for me. That's what I'm thinking. Um, with a hell of a wild card over the next 6 months. So I feel this year is going to. I think they're gonna quote on. I can't say surprise because I don't think that's a surprise, but also move on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
At $17 now. I mean, we talk about SVL every week. We don't even need to. Like, I don't need to go again about SVL, but yeah, there's a lot of potential there. A lot of potential. I never thought of SVL before until you say it, but there is positions I put it. SVL definitely could be on the bench. I mean, I'd it'd be like a super sub. Over the next 6 months, I could see SVL as a super sub. I couldn't write and do mine, so I've forgotten mine. But
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have SVL on the bench. I don't know what I'd take off. I'd take off maybe something in the midfield for it. I'd maybe take off Trans Jamaica for SVL.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, you basically you and Shay, same idea. Trying to make
Yeah,
a SPL can be in the same position, basically.
yeah, but I don't know if I put him in the goal though. But I'd take off Trans
I
Jamaica
would, I
for.
would, I would, I would put it in the goal. I wouldn't. I would say somewhere in the defense. I'd more easily put SPL more forward.
Yeah, because
More
my
attacking
reasons
side.
around SVL is more attacking based
Yeah.
than defense. It's like when that hits,
But
it's gonna
offense is a
hit.
great defense in a ball game, but
Yeah,
it
that's true.
starts.
No,
It
even
starts.
ball game too. Sometimes it's not.
In the ball
Yeah,
game.
offense a hell of a defense. And this year, yeah, the next 6 months, I think they could
Yes.
beat
It's gonna
Jamaica.
be Ramos.
Yeah, yo, that's funny. What do you think
Good
about
offense
Wit?
as defense. With so I was looking at with that. I was trying to figure out where to put it. I think I want to say a wild card, but I say that easily because maybe because I haven't thought about certain things properly yet. That might be it. But wild card largely because it can go. It can do. I was thinking he can do two things, but then I'm questioning: would I want with in my defense?
Ooh, well, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I. I don't know if I'd want that.
So
I don't know
I
if I'd
think
want that.
I would say I probably take the gamble more forward. So either offense or I think that.
Bear in mind also, say with like any day them drop a APO notice, none of us can be shocked.
Yeah,
Right?
so you see here again why wild card becomes easier. The man can go up on the ball game and fumble the field. I have to defend. I have to depend on the other guys more than with on that.
Yeah.
So you have to say, stop pass the ball to him. So yeah, I would say more in not necessarily attack because I have more ease. I think I've more reliable ballers up there. So I'd say more mid in the middle. In the middle.
Yeah.
I do like that wild card idea from Shadow. The wild card,
yeah,
it does really well.
really, really well. Shay, if you had to do one of your picks as a wild card, which would it be?
One of my picks as a wild card. Like, so hold on. In addition to what I already have, or I have to
Oh no
take
no!
off
What
some
was
money
your
or
wild card?
something.
What was
There
your
you
wild
go.
card?
Oh yeah, what was your wild card then?
You did say
My wild card was, I think my wild card was like, no, what was my wild card?
I think it was NCB. Had said.
was it NCB?
I don't think I
Yes, it
said
was.
one.
I think
Yeah,
I
no,
think it said
you had said
NCB.
it
I
for
think it said
NCB.
NCB.
Maybe NCB.
Yeah, I think it said
Yeah.
NCB.
All right, so I
Because
get
it
another
might
wild
bingo.
card.
Or you can.
Anything?
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, because I did put NCB
The
over
ball
there.
game
So,
bench, you know. If I
all
bench,
right,
if you want
wild
to say anything
card.
else.
Wild card.
If you want to say.
Wild card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Wild card. Maybe Omni. That's interesting. Like they've been making money
They have been making
and
a little bit
being
more money,
ignored.
haven't they? They have been making a little bit more money.
Yeah.
You see the price might catch up.
Oh, didn't
Where
the
it come-
price
One
where
catch
it
can
up?
coming
hope.
right now. Where it
Didn't the
coming
price
right
catch
now.
up and then On catch up.
Fall back.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
On catch up.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm. But that might be a good indicator because
Yo, you know what's a good wild card? You know so what's a wild card? Well, I said it in the groups. I know I said it here. I know. I will finish it up the point first. So the Omni, yeah,
oh no, so I'm looking at the catch up and
fall back.
the volumes at around the catch up time were really good. So we might
Mhm.
even sit in there. I think the far back might be something good to play into because then this to me is some of our confidence. I don't know other buyers and whatever, but this is people buying in around a higher at that around time. And if
Mhm.
they do make the good money continuing, then the value might be there. And so somebody around institutional side might just make a play and get in, push in. So it might round out the year really nicely. It might catch up back for the end of the year. And so what's the IPO price? Like $1 something? $1?
$1, yeah.
Yeah.
They spent a long time below $1, and
Uh-huh.
they've been making profits now. Well, I shouldn't say they've been making
Mhm.
profits. I'm saying that off the top of my head.
As far as I remember from the thing,
Yeah,
from the previous.
profitable now. Not in the fourth quarter when I guess the cows came home, but second and third for last year, profitable. Massive profit in the first quarter. I think is their most profitable quarter ever here.
Mhm.
And 3 more to go. I'm hoping that it represents like a turnaround in the business, and they will probably. I could see them doing their. I feel like they're champing at the bit to do a dividend. I think they want to declare a dividend,
Mhm.
and as they, that guy, they probably anchor against IPO price in their
Yeah.
minds. Yeah, so yeah, they probably want a dividend. Imagine almost a, yeah, they probably want a dividend. 600 odd million in retained earnings, 52 million in cash. I don't think them used to having that much cash. They'll probably do a dividend, and then you get some cap gains. So that's a nice. That's actually a nice. Well, cap gain catalyst, the dividend.
Mhm.
And so the thing I was going to say was that along the same lines, who I think would want to do a dividend and would make them a hell of a wild card, JFT.
All right.
I was thinking I like them as a wild card. They actually I did press on them as in there. I was liking them as a wild card.
Yeah, JFP.
They might do something.
Well, similar to the reasons for Omni. Although I think as a business, Omni is a stronger business than JFP. Well, not think. Or as a business, Omni is a stronger business than JFP.
Mhm.
But JFP, them sell the land. I don't think this is strong at all. I don't even think that they should do a dividend. But I know how human nature is. I know it might be tempting to them. Same situation. Have some cash for the first time in a long time. If you remember, they did do a dividend consideration, which they have. I think they've yet to tell us what the outcome of that consideration is. 2 years later, but they sold the land. They sold some land and they paid some bills, and then they also bought. They invested the cash. They put the cash in investments, like 250 million, which for JFP that's 250 million cash. That's
A
a
lot of
lot
money.
of money for them. Yeah. Yeah. Finance income of 4.8 million coming in the first quarter for them,
Mhm.
and they made a loss of 28 million in the quarter. Last year, the first quarter, they made a profit of 474 grand. So finance income alone of 4.8 million in a quarter for them is like if they were just doing that every quarter and not doing the business that they do and not taking on the expenses from the business, they'd be a much better company numbers wise. Numbers wise, not saying, but yeah, numbers wise. So yeah,
Disclaimers that we have to give, eh?
exactly. And yeah, the funny thing about them and that whole dividend possibility is that the share price is so Damn, 31 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Like where's the room for I mean, of course you can have a dividend of any amount, but you know, you look at the cash that I'm having, you look at the shares that they have, and you look at like them pay out a 1 cent dividend against 31 cents. That's still one of the best. That'd be one of the best dividends on the market. Right? That's like,
Yep.
yeah, so that's 3%. That'd be one of the best
They have good return earnings, do they?
for the first time ever they have retained earnings at all.
Ooh.
That's why I say I think them tempted. That's why I say I feel like they could be tempted.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the first, they sold the land and it allowed them to get some retained earnings.
Uh-huh.
Literally, they sold the land and it gave them
So
income.
JP finally try to play ball.
Yeah, man. But I don't think them trying to play ball. I think just you never have no money and then you win cash.
Oh yeah. You may do something. So
Yeah, you couldn't pay a dividend before, and then they started out wanting to pay a dividend, talking about wanting to pay a dividend. Then they gave us year after year after year of losses. Share price slide down to nothing. Buyout, not buyout, the takeover with the Trini company, all that seemed to disappear. Things kind of mash up. Them go through it, right? And now here they are for the first time since listing with first time in a long time with actual retained earnings and cash. Well, cash equivalents. Because they have investments. So yes, pay out a 30 million as dividends. They paid out this if they paid out 32 million as dividends. How much would that be? That would be a 2.8 cent dividend. That would be a massive dividend for them.
yeah, big for them.
That would be a massive dividend for them. I bet them tempted to pay a dividend.
It might just be
It's a 9% yield, you know.
Actually.
Yeah, it's a 9% yield at the current price. And like if and again,
get some other money, right?
exactly. We sell the land. You imagine that? You just again from a human level. But have the land, we buy land. As far as I'm concerned, on my land. Or my uncle buy, my grandfather buy it from a long time. And we sell the land. And I will sell the land.
Just looking at the money.
We can't even get the money. I can't even touch the money because it's in this company because now we're listed. No, pay something out. Pay out something. I could have 10 or 20. No, you have to pay the whole 200. Pay something. Pay 30 million. And then what would it look like if they were doing that? I intended to talk about this in the group, and I intended to talk about that here. Oh, yeah, what it look like if they do that? Like, if, let's say, so.
Wow. That would be actually madness, bro. No money. That's some money. Wow.
Yeah, but not it's 13. Yeah, right? Right? Yeah, 9% yield. Like that, you know what happens to this price. Yeah, wild card.
Yeah.
That's a wild card. So you see, Shay, this is a conversation. It's not just say JFP. This is the thing. And I don't even remember this, but yeah. And I bet them really tempted. Probably want some money too. You get me? Just I mean, who don't want some money? Probably want some money. You have something happen, something else happen. The who is the chairman of JFP? They just changed. They brought in a new CEO. They came out today, or is it CFO? Leadership changes. That wow, they did 2 notices today. I didn't see the CFO one. Mrs. Maria Harvey Edwards has demitted office as the chief accountant. DCOA Corporate Services Limited. JFP announces leadership changes to further strengthen, yada yada. Demission of Chairman Lisa Bell from her role. She stepped down. Metro Siaga is now the chairman. Andrea Mellis, who's Andrea Mellis? Advisor to the CEO and the COO, has been appointed CEO. Stephen Sergani is out from COO, but he stays on the board. Word.
Please shift up.
and the finance person gone.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Shit,
What's
I'm
the play?
changing my side. I'm changing my side now. JFP forward. Oh my god. Metrosiaga is also hmm. Anyway. What would you well, let me I love talking more. I saw something that just joined us or sent a speaking request. I approved it by the to San.
Yes, yes.
Hi to Saint, what's up?
So, son, what's up?
I'm
What
good.
you
I'm
excited
good.
about?
All right. So, I have subs too. All
Wow.
right.
It sounds like
And
you're going up pretty level.
just a disclaimer. Right. I have no expertise in these kind of things. Right.
Don't worry,
That's
neither
fine.
do we.
You guys with the expertise might be like, "Yo, this make only sense," or you might think it don't make much sense. But starting Carreras are the keeper. Um, try and make this as interesting as possible.
Why?
Carrots I'm a keeper because one, it pays strong dividends, so you have that security. But it's one of those keeper where at any time you will run out of the goal
And score
and
something.
go score something, right? So you know sometimes they might get the capital gain from Carrera. So that's one. From a defense, it's TJH and SVL. But let me move to the more interesting part, right? Those are the defense.
No, hold on. Hold on. Oh, you said a couple um sorry. Hold on. You said them again. You said
Carreras is the
two.
keeper.
No man, I got the careers. You
Okay.
said two.
TJH and SVL for the defense.
Okay.
Yeah,
And SVL. All right.
yeah. But the more interesting pick is, are the forwards, are the
Okay.
strikers. Some have Jetcon and I have Kinta.
An aggressive thing there.
So then
Yeah,
before you
so
came on, you know what I was going to ask you? I was going to say, what would you do if you're going to be a side of wild cards? Like this, the straight, every role is wild
I, I,
card. And I was going to mention Kintyre, but it's good. So Jetcon and Kintyre.
yeah, so
Yeah, all right.
Jetcon, I think you guys spoke some a bit on Jetcon in terms of the progress that they have been making, the fleets that they have been bringing in. Um, the financial performance is very interesting. If they do it, if we see the same or better for the next quarter, I wouldn't be surprised if there are some very good movements before or even when everybody start latching on to it. So
For
Jetcon is
Jetcon.
one of those. Yeah,
But when you say you wouldn't be surprised if people see it and start latching on to it. I mean,
because based on what I observe, some persons may catch on to it earlier. The price might have some movement prior to the publication of the financials, and then when the financials come out, and it is in line with the progress of what they did last quarter, then more persons might start to latch on, and you may have some amount of movement again. So
so my
that's it.
question was actually going to be, you don't think that the movement has already started?
No,
Word.
no, I don't think so.
Jetcon
Based
is
on
up
where
76% so far this year,
Yeah. But I do think that there's some amount of movement. And again, remember, I don't have no expertise in this. This is just mere
Bro,
speculation. I believe that there is
stop
some
saying that.
more.
Stop saying that.
I believe that there's some more movement to be, especially within the 6 months time
Mm-hmm.
span that we're working with this team
Mm-hmm.
or this side. Yeah, I think there's some more movement to be made as the year progresses and the different quarters come out.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So Jetcan might score an hat trick. So Jetcan they are my forward because them can score a hat trick,
All right.
right? And Kintaya are the baller where a whole heap of craft and style, right? So everybody will be watching, being like, yo, this baller do this baller do that. But it's one of those baller where once them score, it's a spectacle. Everybody gonna be excited. Everybody gonna it's gonna be
Yeah.
one to watch. Everybody gonna be like,
I
whoa,
I agree with you so much, my brother. I don't know if
right?
everybody's gonna be wow, but we are certainly gonna hear about it.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, and I see Kinta my that this forward a two hat trick, 6 goals and 9 goals.
How
All
though?
right, so this is I'm looking at the fact that right now, I think it closed at 12 cents today,
Really?
right? Yeah. So as a matter of fact, today was unusual. I saw pretty much
Damn.
a sale went through 236 million shares. That's somebody going in the top of the top 10 shareholders, right? I think
Mm,
that
mm, how you know that? How you know it's not just a new 250 odd million
the
shares getting
shares.
issued?
Oh well, I wasn't thinking about it like that, right? But just seeing that and that sale went through for 12 cents, right? I think that there's something brewing. I think once my concern now is if they may get suspended based on the fact that they have I think it's annual the audited annual financials
Kinta?
delayed. Yeah. They had communicated the first quarter, but I think they still have outstanding.
So
The
Kinta, let me pause and just big up. I don't remember who it was from last week that said it, and I told him it would be on. So this thing is on.
the
You can
same
see the
person
app
you're
also.
speaking to
Oh, so it's you. So
that
thank
gave the
you very, very
suggestion.
much. To sign. Yeah, you see it in the
Yeah,
app
I
also
was
there.
I was saving that for last to ask if he did it. No, unf- I'm actually not a subscriber,
Oh
right?
no! So you're asking
At
if
least
you're not
not
a
yet.
subscriber. Well, you should because it's there because of you, and I made sure there are a couple of things. Yeah, I'm there. So thank you. It was a
Yeah,
push that I needed to flip the switch on
yeah,
it.
yeah. For me, I don't
Um,
have to be. I don't have to be. I assess different products and think about things to enhance it so persons can benefit. So I just saw it as a benefit. Eventually, I may become a subscriber, but whether I am a subscriber or not, I didn't think that I needed to restrict communicating that idea that
well,
may be beneficial to you and your subscribers.
well,
And if
thank
more
you.
ideas come to me, definitely I'll share.
Thank you, and I hope and I did promise you like a discount to it for it.
Yeah,
I
you
do like
did
the
it.
feature,
You
so
did.
please, when I tell you DM me, actually DM me because sometimes I don't remember. And DM me, and if you don't see me respond to the DM, at me and say, "Oh, you DM me," because I realize Twitter have they're like IG now, like they have more than one layer of DM. I didn't even know that. And I searching through, there's like
Okay.
another section of DMs that I'd never seen. Uh,
Okay. I don't
yes,
know. I don't know about that.
but I just saying that because I was looking. So please DM because I do want you to at least try and check out the not just this but the other features that we
Sure.
have. Yeah, a lot of yeah. Anyway, back to your
Yeah.
point. The audit is 2 months and 1 week overdue, and they're 17 days away from being suspended.
Yeah. So that's my only concern with
Your only concern.
Inter. Yeah.
And you're making them
That
start.
yeah, man. I'm making them start right because I have that much faith.
A
Because
water boy.
once them start score the goal, everybody will be watching the match.
And if they don't score.
And if they don't score, that's how I have the sub. So after a while, seeing what is happening, I consider this 6 months just as the first half of the ball game, right? So after watching some time, if they're not satisfying what my expectations are, then I'll just sub them out. Sub out Kintyre with Atlantic.
Mhm. Mm,
Um,
okay.
yeah, as it relates to the other subs, yeah, we think of a keeper, Sagicor and Carib Cement for defense, and NCB is A forward,
Hold
if
on, you
anything.
say a whole
So
heap. You say Atlantic, you'd have on the bench, and then
yeah,
Atlantic on the bench, and then what the other? You said two others
Wisinko as a keeper.
with Cinco. That is
Yeah,
stable. Say that. That is
yeah.
stable. A strong, stable, strong stability, and those dividends will continue. And it could surprise you at some point. At some point, I think at some point over the next 5 years, something's gonna happen. With Cinco is gonna blow up in a good way. I mean, the price is going to just skyrocket, and there's gonna be some people telling that I say, "You see me, they tell you."
Mhm.
Yeah, it just took 5 years. Yeah, it didn't take 5 years. Take the years from then till now, but every bit counts. So for some people, that's perfect. That's safe. So Atlantic, Wisinko, and there's a
And
third one.
yeah, it says Sajikor and Carib Cement as the two defenders to sub.
Sagicor and Carib Cement. Why for Sagicor?
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, there is some consolidation happening in relation to being in the Caribbean. I think it's like some Sagicor Caribbean.
They're buying
Yeah.
they're buying Sagicor Caribbean, and they're buying Sagicor Caribbean, and they're doing an APO pretty much. They're doing an APO,
Okay.
but it's coming along with a broadening, a widening of the group. So you get if you're a shareholder from before, you have some dilution coming, but you're gonna be diluted in a larger entity. Yeah, and there's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
I like the team. Waiting about the team, that I
Very aggressive team.
ish.
But
Yeah.
it shows really it's a career that really threat. It's not the Kinta that really threat. And I think that a great team. I like it. I like
Yeah.
the team.
Yo, the Kintyre point as a wild card though is hey.
Not a lie. It can very much wild card.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. If some might say will wild card. It will blow up
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah. It will. It if they do a spin-off of their, if they can get somebody to list it and they do a spin-off of their real estate and parallel ventures and whatever, right? And do a dividend in specie of that. And that thing is also listed if they're allowed, or they list it on the junior exchange. But not the junior, the micro. If they list the real estate venture on the micro, maybe it is, but it depends on what the rules of the micro are. If the rules of the micro allow you to, I think you'd probably love to list by introduction, but I suspect if they're smart, that micro won't allow for that. But then that means one, still need a broker no matter what, but two, you have to find some money and cash short. But wild cards are wild cards. And 12 cents is wild to me. I think almost every day this week I've looked at it, I've thought, wow, the 52-week low has happened almost every day this week, if not every day this week. Then I remember when there was a comment, it wasn't on here, it was off here. Well, not off here, it was a comment. Actually, I think it was a tweet from Tyrone about he doesn't think that is a good thing, or he wouldn't buy no, he's not giving advice, he wouldn't buy no, something like that. Was that this week?
This week or last week, I think.
But the price on that day, I know, was like an all-time low.
That was
It was when?
I think that was last week.
If it's when I think it was, the price is no, like the price no would have to go up 100% to get back to to that time. This might actually be a star. This might actually be a star wild card. 12 cents.
When you wild card, you know, either go really good or can go which way, but it can go really well, eh?
Yeah, but well, I've said enough for the public too.
Yeah.
Might be the best wild card out there. What is it? It's extra wild, though, boy. It's extra wild. I didn't realize it hit 12 cents.
Me neither.
And 281 million shares moved that horse.
Yep.
Can't fault this. What you say about the rules that I know in the rules how powerful it is?
Rules. All right.
And there are many rules. That does market. The rules even deeper than the market. 281 million shares at 12 cents. Okay. Toussaint. Thank you. I mean, I like the side. I hope the side win. It's an interesting side, so I hope it wins. And if anybody else wants to jump on, you have the next few minutes. You can jump on and tell us what you think your side is and why. Barring that though, yeah, I like the points. I don't know if I have anything else you want to try. I feel like there's something else that we're missing. Meaning not on this whole 5-a-side, 6-a-side, 5-a-side.
Oh, the excitement for the week, I would say. Flavor of the week. Dollar on the shares.
Dollar. What happened with dollar? You can't tell them where I bring it.
Well, a lot of shares traded this week. They saw a nice headline. But the name, what's the name? The equity. The equity's out.
Yes. 487 million units traded yesterday. Massive.
Marty Boss is smiling. Dollar sign, you know?
Yeah.
Dollar sign, bro. Dollar sign.
And also just a general sign. I think a general signpost. Nothing before its time. The stuff I've seen around this has been very much all the stuff I've seen around this has been from the people talking has been from the perspective of the equity sold. It's like and it's true. It's good. If I remember, if I'm thinking of the same article you're thinking of, then let me see. I think it's an Observer article.
I think so too.
The equity.
Yeah, that's where we are today.
Yeah, the equity sells stake in dollar for $1 billion.
Not nice, see?
Nice. Well, depends on the side you look at it from. The bond was due. So they did, this is a hell of a starting line. Mirrors confirmed the sale to Jamaica Observer, saying, "I cashed out $1 billion out of dollar."
Do it, my boss.
Yo. How many of us can say that?
Yes, sir.
The pledge of 460, yada yada yada, for the bond, and so they should receive a net of $335.75 million.
Third of a billion.
Yeah, still, I mean, not joke money. Not a joke amount of money. Most people alive have never made that much money. Most Jamaicans have never made that much and won't make that much money in their lives. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. What do you think about it? Like, what do you think it means now?
Mayberry have more.
Did they say it's Mayberry Bite? Is that known?
No, no. I think you think what I think. Not what I said. No,
That's true.
I think maybe is or maybe aligned parties are going further in.
But is that it's like an associate stake, you know?
Yeah.
So how does that
So I say
like?
aligned. I say aligned. Aligned. It might
Yeah,
not
but
be.
aligned is a very good word. It might not be what. Let me hear it.
It might not be interest that accrues towards or a stronger what- a stronger thing there. That that directly accrues towards a stronger control being taken. So yeah, directly. So it might imply it might be might not be in a place where we have to then trip certain wires. Or it might. It might.
So you know, how could it not? That's my thing. From my knowledge of rules, I don't know how could it not. Although,
Mm.
so like the
Randy
sale,
might have buy them and him and Chris are friend.
but how good a friend? Is the friendship too good? Then it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's hard to have this kind of conversation. Here's what I'll say. I found it interesting that it didn't move in one, right? It moved in two trades.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
430 million and 45 million. I believe this bit is a broker linked by. So this was bought by an entity, either a broker or an entity linked to a broker, or a person linked to a broker. Um, but the 430 million does not seem to have been. So I found that very, very interesting. Does that mean? I found that very interesting. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if I ever did it on Brick Talk, but I don't know if you remember that time I had done I had worked out long before I had worked out the different ownership levels and the danger points that you can't pass.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole of that. I mean that's for a long time,
Yeah, I
but
think so too.
but like I know I need to update myself. I have some more updating that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have some more because I don't know how that go. I don't know how that go. I wish I could. Yeah. Not Jevi Sosa. You get to close out. Oh, see, you're the last speaking request you sent. So what's up? How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you guys? Another Friday again.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that dollar thing really interesting because if you look at throughout the day, a lot of broker linked orders were in the buy queue and they were just constantly being deleted.
Today or yesterday?
Yesterday, a lot
Okay.
of them were in the buy queue and just constantly being deleted all the time. Like a couple minutes after.
Mm.
Yeah, when I mark them with the Q alerts, yeah, that
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
amazing feature. That amazing
yeah. To
feature.
say, tell to Saint, to Saint,
Trust me.
don't realize they're missing out.
Even at 10 mil right now, that's deleted now.
Oh, that's what you mean. Like it's just,
Yeah.
but you, you see where it's trading.
Mhm.
Like the trades aren't
This
happening
is
from the
just
top of the queue.
it. They had a
Orders are getting
they
skipped.
stopped the throughout the day before that big trade. There was a top broker link sell order,
Mm-hmm.
and every time that was touched, it came back, right? And then a couple broker link orders were at 215 deleted, 213 deleted, 212 deleted. Then after that 400, you see the 197 come. And then a next one on top of the buy queue, which is 1212, where it end the day.
Yeah.
Like they were testing it. They were
Or
testing it
212.
throughout the day.
Or the well, there were
They were prepping it, so it probably doesn't halt down.
not. I don't think it can halt. I don't think it could have halted down, but yeah, yeah. There were things happening. There were things happening. I'll say that. That is extremely interesting because it's not just that they're there.
It, it was
Those
it
orders
was
are
being
trading.
it
Those
was
are.
being prepped from Wednesday. It was being prepared from that time,
I think it
from
was
about
being
Wednesday.
prepared from long before that. But I get you. I get what you mean.
Yeah, because it's the same thing that happened with the last time a large order went through. It was the same thing. So
Wow. And it just capped off after that. So what do you think? What do you think is gonna happen now?
what I kind of expect now is that it's going to be relatively stable now, like around the 230 to 240 range for a long time, for a good little while.
You think so?
I don't think it's going to really probably up on the quarter end, probably about 260, but then it will come back down to the regular 240.
Why?
I mean, party got what they wanted, really. They
I don't
got
think
what
they
they
get what they.
wanted.
I don't think they got what they wanted. When you buy shares, you get what you want, or have you just started the journey
Yeah, but I
towards
don't
They
think
getting what
they
no.
you
they
want?
got. I mean, they added to what they already have, assuming
Yeah,
it's them,
I
and
don't know.
that's
How do I say this?
yeah, and I mean, hum, uh, cumulatively speaking, wouldn't that pass the 50%? Cumulatively
I think
speaking,
that's what I was talking to Dana about that
That's
earlier.
what I was saying before.
Yeah, that's out the window long ago.
Old news.
Yeah, I mean, Cube. That is what you think get them across the 50%.
officially, yeah, officially.
21 plus 15 is what? 36
Yeah,
plus 12 is what? I mean,
48,
yeah, and then plus another 5,
53.
and I suspect there's some crumbs I can carry. But I think the 50 is out the window long ago, but and if the 50 is out the window long ago, but not officially, then the method, if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's working, it working.
Mhm.
So it can happen. It can do again. But I'll go back around to my question. What do you think is happening next? Because like I said, you don't buy the shares. Like most people's goal isn't to just buy shares.
Right.
Yeah, you buy shares. That's not the end of the journey. That's usually the start of the journey. So what do you think? And it's an interesting price, right? It
Like
cross at like
you know,
197. What are you saying, Dana?
that's- I don't know. I'm trying to. I mean, the same point, honestly. Like you're saying, this is the start of the journey, right? So, what you buy the shares for?
Yeah. Like what do you think is next?
What you buy them for have them, or you buy them for?
Yeah. 'Cause he says that he think that no, it's just gonna be 240 to 260 coming to quarter end, and then back down to 240, and that's that.
Mm-hmm. Also, that's
I mean, the real essence here that the dividend frequency kind of up now. Um, more claim to that dividend, I guess, as well, right? Hmm. I guess I'd have to think more about it, about what next apart from that, because that I don't think they take it over, like complete consolidation up downward.
Oh, okay. I guess I see
I
what you mean.
don't think so.
What do you mean? What do you? I don't understand what you mean. You mean like 100%?
No,
No,
I
no,
think
I
I
mean
think I
like
think he means it. Okay, so you mean what am I actually
outright consider it subsidiary and um do a full buyout of it and everything. I don't think that happens.
I don't think that's wanted. No.
Same. I think he
Yeah.
wants to be listed and
Yeah.
get the value from it. In the ways we want to get value from it.
Yeah. I don't think that's wanted at all. It has a tax break. This thing listed
Yeah.
in 2022. It's not even at the 5th year yet. BOJ licensed. You remember when there was talk about it and you remember there was talk about it versus Access?
Yeah.
I mean, just in terms of market cap right now, and depending on who you ask, dollar price is down right now. It is ahead of Access. Dollar is 5.1% of the junior market. Access is 3.9% of the junior market. And dollar is down right now. Access is I don't know what's up with Access. but yeah, the way you think just that's if you could ask yourself any question and really think about it, like what do you think happens now? Bearing in mind, by the way, that based on the closing price now, based on the closing price now, those shares are what 23, 24, 23% higher the next day. Somebody just made 23% on a billion. But the article say the boss say a big sentence and say, yeah, I cashed out 1 billion out of dollar. Whoever took that cash
230 the next day.
by the time this was
Unrealized.
printed, they've almost reached back to this the next day. And that's day one of the journey. Well, it's not day one of it. It's day one of the new part of the journey. What do you think happens next? And they have bought, or they're 9/10 of the way towards buying that book from SVL. In fact, I think the only thing in the way of the book from SVL is BOJ, right?
Yeah.
I suspect that the BOJ part has been cleared up already. I just feel like that. I feel like the BOJ part has been cleared up. Because also, when would I?
And the thing is, it's come. How to explain this now? Dollar is not the only microfinance asset like trading like this happening. Right.
What else you see it happening?
So I wonder. I
Lasef?
see it happening in Lasef. Yeah, and I wonder what's going on between the two of them. Like, is there some kind of, because Lasef is kind of treated like a outsider in the Lasco group.
Mm.
So I wonder if something can come from that.
Can anything good come out of Nazareth? I mean, who own Lasef?
Estate.
The estate of Lascelles Chin, East West, which is Lascelles Chin, and I guess Family Holding Company, and MJE. Look at that. Third largest owner is MJE, at 17.15%. Manuel. Michael. And you say you see the same sort of trading in it.
Yeah.
In fact, out of all of the microfinance, I think I have a microfinance watch list. All of the microfinance companies. Microfiance. It's not. But all of the microfinance companies, though, there seems to be like a singular thread, right? I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Maybe I deleted it. I had a watch list of the microfinance companies. I guess I deleted it. Well, you can make it. If you look, the point I'm trying to make here is if you look at all of them, you see a specific kind of thread through them. Fourth owner in dollar is MJE. There's a microfinance company under Supreme Ventures. It's sold. Second largest owner in SVL is MJE. It is sold $2. The microfinance company is being sold. The book is being sold to it. Third largest owner in LASEF. Or the other ones that used to own Access. And who else on the market does microfinance?
ISP.
Idiot ISP. And is that it? I think that's it, right?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's it.
They don't have a stake in Idiot ISP. Or they don't appear to have a stake in ISP. However, ISP does appear to have a stake in them. In SVL. Yeah. The second largest owner of ISP is the ninth largest owner of SVL. Not that that means anything. I just one of those little things that you notice. Anyway, interesting times. I say all that just to say that I suspect that you could be right. It could be $22 to $240 or $260 and then down and not move. At the billions level, there's a lot of money dollars wise in those little volatility moves, but I suspect that it might be higher. I suspect there might be more. Dollar have it work cut out for it, They have a lot of bonds to repay.
Yep.
Have a much larger books. Think about all the consolidation of books.
Acquisition have to pay for it.
Yeah, that entire Michaela Evolve book that's now in dollar. That's a much larger business that has to be done out there, right? And who knows what else they might acquire. You said LASEF has always been like the kind of ugly stepchild of not ugly stepchild, but like the outlier of the Lasco affiliated companies.
You said if somebody else other than him said it.
No, he said it. He said, well, I said ugly stepchild. He didn't say that.
I said the outside of the Lasco group.
He said the outside.
He said you said.
Look at how they graduated manufacturing and distribution and just left with that. All of them list the same time, so
similar times. But you don't think that there's a dot there? You don't think that there is something there? The fact that they left LASEF, but they moved the other two to the main? Like, why did they move those to the main? Or why did they leave this here?
I think they moved the two to the main to raise more money for those two.
It's been years they haven't raised any.
Yeah, and they haven't raised any. Yeah.
Yet. So then why didn't move LASEF there? They want to raise that LASEF need money too?
Yeah, that's if need more, but that's the question. I don't know why they wouldn't move it. I found it strange when it happened that they didn't move that one.
I think that it might be a rules thing again.
I think it might be
No,
rules do not move.
go ahead, Danai.
I would say maybe that might be the step chairship coming in, and it doesn't necessarily fall within the same plans that they have for those two.
Or maybe you have reasons to keep it where it is. The same rules. Like once you go main, there's certain things that you can't do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And can't be done with you. And it would appear like whoever is involved cares about that stuff. You look at the ownership kung fu with dollar. Only necessary, I think, in order to avoid crossing certain lines. So that tells me that somebody's aware of the lines. And there are also lines around the junior market and junior market entities and what they can and can't do and how they can and can do it and all of those things. So who knows? One to watch. So I don't know. You've told us about like 3 or 4 companies. Those are the companies that you have on your side.
Some of them, but yeah, I can tell them my side no 5.
5 aside. All right, let's show you 5 aside.
Yeah, 5. Defense. For goalkeeper CPFE, that price doesn't move. That's and steady dividend. That and then defense Epley again. That price doesn't move. Steady dividend. Same reasoning for the two. I guess Epley has anything big that happens with CPFE benefits Epley. So Epley, so those two can intertwine. Those two can switch anytime.
Mm-hmm.
For the forwards, no. I would say probably one of them could be JMB. JMB. One of
Word.
them could be that. Yeah.
As in you'd put JMB up
That's
front.
yeah, kind of
Why?
bad off form. That could be like a wild card for me. Bad, horrible price wise no. See that the insiders kind of bite up now.
I don't know if them
Yeah,
buying it
small
up.
quantities.
I don't know if them buying it up
Smaller
or
quantity.
they're just stopping it from falling further.
Mm-hmm.
There was a
Could be
time
either.
when it couldn't be below the 16 level, but it
17.
has breached the 16.
Times change.
Yeah. And
Change is right. 1529. Close to that 1508. Wow. Wow.
I mean, the potential is always there, but it's just them to really act on it.
I don't think they care about it like that.
And
Yeah.
in one way or the other, I think one day somebody large would look at JMB and probably take it over, rescue it.
If I mean,
It's a bank.
That's one of my dreams. One day them just take it over and rescue it.
you're not the only one with that dream, my brother. A lot of people are.
Right.
Yeah, thinking the same thing. It has blew my mind that the APO price was 38.75.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 1508 today. Wow. APO, people buy help from the APO and people buy today would have to get 150% profit before the APO people can break even. Wow. And you, what you say you put in JMB forward?
Forward.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
boss.
forward. Well, wild card forward.
Yeah, why not? Because you're right. If somebody buys it, I would think it's ripe for buying, even though the PE not that great. But I think, yeah, the JMMBs are great. Has great bones, as them say.
Yeah, a lot of things can be improved with it. A lot of things, and plus, them have that stake with Sagicor overseas. Um, Once that makes a lot of money, comes to their P&L, improved P&L, all that sorts.
Hold on, you brush fast that quick. They own
Yeah,
Sagicor, which owns Sagicor Jamaica and
Coral,
Sagicor Caribbean. But
yeah, which is
Sagicor Jamaica is about to buy Sagicor Caribbean, which means they're gonna pay the owners of Sagicor Caribbean all that money.
yeah, and
And
who
JMB
knows? Probably a dividend from Sagicor
almost
financial
certainly,
growth,
almost certainly
flow right to JMB.
JMB.
So any benefit there goes to JMB. At least they have like a good non-operating side.
Mm, yeah, to bring in some money.
If the operations not that good, non-operating side can give them a little boost in it.
Yeah, it's a hell of a wild card point, though. I just wanted to make sure say it came out as I asked. And the other two,
Ooh. Um, Somebody reliable, like you know what you're getting when you buy them. Probably like TJH. You know what you're getting
all right.
when you buy that. You know if you know what you're doing, you know you're going to get cap gains from it. You know, as long as
Same thing that I say.
as long as things stay the same as it is now. Meaning drop a little, you can buy up your units. You kind of look at the trade and see it's going to rise a little bit.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
very predictable.
very yeah, very predictable. So dependable, right?
Yeah.
Another one. Uh I'm trying to be kind of different because I hear a lot of choices
It's
over
your side,
which could
It's
be.
the last one,
Yeah,
so
so I try
Your
to be
side, yep.
so I try to be a little bit more. I can throw in Atlantic at least for now.
Atlantic,
Atlantic, yeah, I can throw in
true in
Atlantic.
Atlantic. Damn.
Yeah, I can't really think of any on the top of my head right now that could be up top there. The ones that I hold now not going to really have much price movement in the next couple of months. Are they relatively stable? So yeah,
But you expect something from
not
Atlantic.
much.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not the worst side, it's a solid side.
I mean, a lot of stuff over the west probably hasn't been sorted out as yet. So can get some of that west money spending.
Who that? Atlantic or
Yeah,
KW?
Atlantic,
Or okay.
Atlantic. Yeah, they
All
can
right.
on the new got a new line of business. So you see it in the Q1. Yeah,
Was it good?
yeah, the Q1 was really good for them. I think they made like 3/4 of the year, the unaudited yearly profit already.
Word.
I think it's a 3/4 or a half. There, both.
Word. Yeah. 351.7% increase in their Q1 profit. And the price fell today down to
Yeah,
151. 51% ahead of IPO price. It's been a year yet? It
yeah,
has. It
yeah,
has.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It has. Yeah.
In fact, it's exactly 1 year. Oh, happy Atlantic Day. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. I'm wrong. It's April. It was an
Is
April listing. Yeah, it was an April listen, so it's been over a year. Hey, it's not a bad side. I get you, not a bad side. The Atlantic could surprise. I can see the JMB surprise. I like the predictability of the wild card with the JMB because we know Sajid in the APO.
Yeah, there are a few more that could have made like the defense. Like some things that affect that surgical APO. Like, well, if they time it right, I guess they can time it with the with the Scotia buyout and get some other money.
Yes.
They can time it around that.
And the money has to go somewhere, so
Yeah.
why not there? And Barita. Barita already know. Barita have all them go. And they've built this massive group. And they've gotten a hell of a gift with gift in terms of the market attention with Scotia leaving. Hey, not bad. You got any of the
What
Scotia
happened?
today?
No, no. I had it for a long time though. Long time. I had it at an average price around 44 at time.
Word.
But yeah,
Word.
yeah.
Well,
I think
congrats on the profit
just
if
a
you have
few.
any left.
I think just a little bit.
Congrats on the profit then, my boss. You were saying something and then
Yeah,
we wrap.
yeah. The point that you made earlier about the the constant dividend being gone and the price going to 80. Yeah, man, I felt that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. That was my wolf
And you're not
for
the
the
only
80.
one. A lot of people I know have, for some reason, that idea of Scotia 80 and the dividends until then.
Yeah, and the buyout not really happening how I expected it to. I expected like somebody outside to come in.
I get you.
That's what I expected. I didn't expect Scotia to take it private.
True. I wonder. You think they'll keep it? Or maybe the whole Scotia group going through something?
That is it, yeah.
Yeah,
It might be.
from
The buyout have
buyout,
very different.
buyer,
It might be
the buyer
outside
don't
buyer.
want it list. The buyer don't want it listed.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. But then like, they can also delist if they want. But yeah, might best be that.
So you have them, you buy it like how these things work at that level is completely different. Like you buy it, we don't have the agreement, we ask you to delist it, and then maybe when we come, it's a new thing that's coming, and the thing that's coming is a whole reworked entity, and it also includes something else. Who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, the last time a large buyout happened of this magnitude, didn't the JC benefit a lot with the best performing stock exchange?
2018, yeah.
When all that money went somewhere. Yeah, the 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to come back now. A lot more offers and stuff coming out should be. I expect a lot more offers to come out now.
Yeah.
Especially after.
You wanted something interesting? Check what the value of the money was from that buyout, compared to the value of what the money that'll be going to the non-large owners, the non-majority owners in Scotia is now. Yeah, it might there might be a whole heap of waves, including JC, which you left off your side, but that's cool. I'd include them in mine. So
yeah,
big up my boss.
That's one I bought today. So
JC, I think me too.
I
So
left them out. But
can't leave them
that
out.
would be mine.
All right.
That would definitely be mine.
Well, big up. Thank you very, very much. And thank you to everybody who was on and patient with the delays at the start and also the terrible sound and stuff. And thanks to Shay and I for holding, especially in the time when the sound wasn't working with me. I don't know. Then I have got to ask Elon what's up. Trillionaire Elon, what's up? Yeah.
Like this week was one of the worst in terms of
Connection.
technical difficulties.
It was weird. That's so.
But we move.
Yeah, very, very weird. I do, I don't know. Maybe no want nobody down. You don't need communications yet. I saw, I saw it, like you need it now when it's ready. I see after it go through. I saw that tweet. You saw that tweet where him respond to the video of that New York girl. I don't like saying how I remember her, so I have to go through to my head. AOC, AOC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, wait till after the IPO happened and then in tweet asterisk trillionaire.
Hmm.
You haven't seen that? You'll probably see it soon.
Oh, no. I haven't seen it. I probably will soon.
You probably will soon because anything he tweets has to has to be shown to all of the users of
Yeah, I muted him for that. I got a blast. I skip it. Every now and then you get a blast of course Elon, and I'm like, bro.
yeah.
Please.
The dog name not pretend like him yeah.
Mine.
Yeah. You think you muted him, you think you muted him.
Oh no. So it stops since I muted him. I mean, but those other pages will show it, you know.
Yeah. Because
It'll be some screenshot showing.
yep.
So yeah. So you still getting news. It's just how quick you want.
Exactly. And him have the he will have the world's news. So
Mhm.
hey, it is what it is. So the first trillionaire. That's good. That means there'll be a whole lot more billionaires and a whole lot more millionaires, and I hope a lot of it.
A lot more deals. A lot
Yeah,
more
man.
money.
I hope a lot more trickles down to us. Somebody might nice, some might reach her, right? That's a possibility too. You know, long before all of this started, I think actually before Melissa, the JPS CEO made a comment that what's needed, what may be needed for Jamaica with the electricity, like to manage electricity cost, is for us to attract some data centers to come here because they'll pay stupid money for power and they need reliable power, so they'll pay to
Upgrade it.
upgrade the system so that I have reliable power and everybody else benefits from that. But as long as the cost makes sense for me, yeah, well, who knows? So then we know what happened. Anyway, I'm tired, and you guys sound like you're tired too, and I don't want to go much longer. Thank you guys for this five-a-side idea. And for everybody else who had them, the people on YouTube, I see some of you. I hope I see Kintyre ain't going nowhere. That's a failing company. Well, I know somebody's gonna look out for you when them boss, That, and so one thing I'll comment on somebody say, no love for ECL. That's actually a wild card. I considered it, but it was outside of the 6 months.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking wild card.
Yeah, because they have to do something.
ECL.
They have to do something soon, but not within the 6 months soon. Although they might move ahead of it. Yeah, who knows? Anyway,
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys very, very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and bye-bye. We'll see you again.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Tell me this thing is frozen again. Hold on. This is the